Ladies and gentlemen, hailing from Cleveland, Ohio, I give you BVO.
Oh, we boxing? Yeah, we boxing. I need that belt like it ain't no other option. So we punching and weaving and blocking. Defeat ain't an option. Let them know, shoot a video, put it on BVO. Let them know, every time I punch, it's a heavy blow. BVO, bound to hit like bricks cause it was set in stone. Let them know, I ain't getting body, but I'ma hit this flow. Yeah, way more than a show, this is BVO.
On behalf of BVO Sports TV, we would like to thank our sponsor, Raycon, makers of the Raycon Everyday Earbuds, the perfect model for premium sound with active noise cancellation to block out distractions and transparency mode to keep you aware of your surroundings. They are the ideal for your everyday needs. Just visit RayconGlobal.com. That's RayconGlobal.com and elevate your listening experience.
Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up? It's your boy BVO Sports TV. We in the house. We in the house. We back. Salute to the illest remix showing up first. Salute to Angie, baby. We in the house. We in the house, man. And of course, I got my brothers in. But before we get started, it's gonna be a little bit of a different show. This show, we showing a lot of love to a lot of dudes. A lot of dudes who really, I say, paved the way for what you're getting with BVO. So I wanted to show a little love. Hey, and I'm gonna say this: this is no pickle pulling. This is just me showing love. I guess people are not used to showing love, but this is me showing love. So I don't want to BVO pickle pulling. I'm anti pickle puller. If you're looking for pickle pullers, you know I'm the wrong guy. But let's get this show started. Hold on one second. Let me get my earphones together. But starting off, we gonna do a Hall of Fame of YouTubers I think should be in the Hall of Fame. So the first person I want to put on our ballot is Dante's Boxing Nation. So, and I say Dante because I feel like there would be nothing we're doing as far as on YouTube in this capacity without Dante. I think Dante's record speaks for itself. The relationship with Floyd Mayweather, what he did with Boxing Ego. Boxing Ego used to come on his radio show back in the day. So I just think overall, I gotta give that brother his credit. I gotta give that brother his credit. But so would you guys agree that Dante would go into the Hall of Fame in you guys' opinion?
Yeah, the YouTube Boxing Hall of Fame. That's what Let's call it that.
I think that should be in the Boxing Hall of Fame. That's my thought. What about you?
All
Fruit?
right. Well, if we gonna throw that around, then I would say yes. If that could actually happen, then I would say yes. Yes for Dante, for sure. What up, Mike? What up, Angie? Insane. I see y'all in the chat. Who that up there? Freezy. What up? BBO, what you on mute? Is that me? Scholar, what up? Can y'all hear me? Or I don't is BVO went out? Okay, yeah, BVO must have went out.
Cool. Salute to my brother Mike Rim.
What up,
Back
Mike?
again. Salute to my brother Insane. Salute to my man Boxing Scholar. But
Yeah.
what would you guys say? Would you guys say Dante would make it in you guys' opinion?
Yeah, I answered it already, but yeah, I would if that was a real thing, then yeah, why not?
And I will also say, does Dante get the credit for being the guy that brought ego to the game? What would you guys say about that?
I saw Dante first, or maybe it was the other way around.
No, that's what I'm saying. He brought Boxing Ego to the game. I was wondering, did he get any credit for that?
He should. I mean, Boxing Ego got a massive channel. I know a lot of people don't agree with him, but he got a massive channel, bro.
What about you, Puerto Rican Free?
I mean, he could get credit for it, but the only person, I mean, the only way he'll get credit for it is if Boxing Eagle give him credit for it, because a lot of the people that's coming to Boxing Eagle channel now, they don't know that Dante Boxing brought him on, so it would have to come from Boxing Eagle. If anybody was going to give him the credit, it would have to come from Boxing Eagle.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I would see the reason I'm saying it because we talking about us as being judges of this, and so I think we all agree that he would be in there. Number 2 for me, I would ask you guys with the first YouTube reporter we seen and Blue Blood being the Hall of Fame. You guys think?
I'll let Free go. I'll go after Free.
I don't know if Blue Blood will be in the Hall of Fame. Because I would say it will probably be Fight Hype over Blue Blood. They put out a lot more material than Blue Blood has put out. They got a lot more interviews with actual fighters than Blue Blood.
No, I'm not saying keep somebody out to put somebody in. What I'm doing is we going like a case by case basis on who we think should go in. So we ain't got to compare them to Fight Hype because I think.
No, I would say that's what I'm saying. I would go with Fight Hype number 2 because
we ain't make it that far, Freezy.
Huh?
We didn't make it that far. One at a time.
No, he said, dude. Was you saying? You were saying number 2. I was thinking.
No, I wasn't. No, I didn't put it in number.
Order.
No, I didn't put it in order. I'm saying, would you say that?
You said number 2. That's why I thought you was putting it in order.
I hear what you're saying.
See, I hear what you're saying, Boxing Scholar, but I feel like we should push for some of these dudes to get in there.
AJ's going to the Hall of Fame. Boxing Scholar, cut the cap. AJ's going to the Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
2-time unified champion. Stop it.
I would say Blue Blood's probably a candidate because he does have a lot of material. He's been around for a while. I think Blue Blood's been around since like 2014, 2012, somewhere around there. So he has a lot of material. And then if you look how his channel progressed throughout the years, if you go back and look at when he first started doing his lives up until now, I mean, I could see him as a candidate. I don't know. I would say yeah. If he's one of the people that you're putting on the list, I would say yeah.
Yeah, me too.
What about you, man? We got the craziest man in boxing history, man. Insane. What would you say, Insane?
I'm definitely pulling for both my dudes from California. That's the show.
I forgot they both. I forgot they.
Dante being from where I'm from, he's just from the west side of Long Beach. I'm from the east side. And though I don't agree with Ego majority of the time, he's still from Cali, and I show California love, so both of them can get in.
Yeah, shout out to Richmond, man. People don't know Richmond is a nice. Everybody talk about Oakland, shout out to Richmond, shout out to Vallejo, man. And if you know, shout out to the Acorn, the west side of Oakland, man. Shout out to the Acorn.
You're a wild dude, boy.
Hey, do not listen to BVO. Richmond is not a nice place. Please don't go down there thinking it's cool.
Hold on, man. Richmond ain't got gentrified. It ain't like it used to be. Stop, man.
Man, Richmond is not cool. You would be
hard pressed to see a black face in Oakland these days. So stop it, man.
I don't know what Oakland you talking about. So not Oakland, California, though.
Hey, what I'm saying is it's got so expensive. It's not a chocolate city like it used to be. We still there, but I would say it's not a chocolate city.
Maybe San Jose. But Oakland, yeah.
But Oakland got the best weather, the best weather in the Bay. So people don't realize that about Oakland. They got the best weather.
Shout out Oakland.
Yeah, I would say this. My man, Boxing Ego said,
that ain't Boxing Ego.
30 years. I'm sorry, my bad. Boxing Scholar. My man, Boxing Scholar.
Don't disrespect Scholar like that.
You wild boy. He said, been studying the sport for 30 years to understand what they're seeing. I don't know about that. I think sometimes as boxing analysts, we all see different things depending on how we learn. BVO is more classic, real boxing. I'm old media because I like Jim Lampley. I'm a big fan of Larry Merchant, even though Larry Merchant did some deplorable things with Sonny Liston. I still
You said you're old media? That's crazy.
Oh, yeah. I grew up watching Burt Sugar on
he shared their same views.
Classic boxing. Shout out to Burt Sugar. That's how I grew up. I grew up watching. I don't know. You didn't
R.I.P.
watch
Burt
Sports
Sugar.
Century? You didn't watch Sports Century growing up with
Heck
Burt
yeah.
Sugar breaking the fights down? That
Yeah,
was my
sitting in that
favorite.
chair with them cigars.
Hey, I got
Them
one for
little
y'all right now.
pants.
Rest in
Who
peace,
was
Curve Sugar.
who was the first fighter to make $1 million
That's a good question.
In history,
in the history of boxing? Who's the first fighter to make $1 million, and what year did he do it? Don't even get the year. Just tell me who's the first one.
That's a good question. Somebody educate me.
What about you, Three?
Free fell on the steps.
Okay. What about you,
No,
Insane?
say that again. I ain't hear what you
I
said.
said, who's the first boxer to make $1 million in boxing?
The first boxer to make $1 million in boxing?
Mm-hmm.
was it Ray Leonard?
Nah.
Nope.
No, it wasn't Ray Leonard. It was before.
Earlier.
Damn. Jack
Yeah,
Dempsey and Joe Lewis?
it was
Jack Dempsey. It was Jack
yeah,
Dempsey, 1921.
$1.7 million?
In
yeah.
1921.
Ray
Damn.
Leonard. Yeah, Ray Leonard was the first $100 million
$100
fighter.
million. Yeah. He was the first Floyd. But I would say this. I think overall in boxing, I think a lot of times people kind of forgetting how great the sport is because sometimes we get sucked into fighters. But people don't realize one day when these guys get old, you're gonna see Devin.
Real? I got it.
You're gonna see Devin, T.O., Ryan, all hugging and kissing like you see Leonard and what's my man, Roberto Duran. You're gonna see all that because that's what they do.
Well, BVO, they said he grossed 1.7 million.
Oh, he gross. I thought he made $1 million. Okay, my bad. I thought he made
But
$1 million.
still, though, damn, 1921, 1.7 million is like $100 million.
But see, BBO, Roberto Duran and Sugar Ray Leonard, they never had no animosity between each other. It wasn't
You
that.
don't remember when Sugar Ray Leonard? I seen it. I don't know. You were there. I wasn't there, but you didn't see the video where they kept showing Sugar Ray Leonard's son crying when Duran was whooping on him.
Yeah, but it wasn't no animosity between Sugar Ray and Duran. That could be, that's the fans, but as far as the actual fighters, like we didn't see like what we see between Shakur and Tank and Devin and Shakur and Devin and Tank and stuff like that. We didn't see that with Sugar Ray Leonard and Roberto Duran.
Well, Duran said some foul stuff in Ring Magazine.
I'm with you, Scholar. I thought
He
they
said
hated
some
each
foul.
other.
He said some
The
foul
closest
stuff.
to that, the closest to that is probably Hagler and Leonard. Hagler and Leonard, I would say they had a little bit of animosity between each other, but it still wasn't to the level of what we see nowadays. But they had a little bit of animosity between each other.
So we're gonna go back to our list real quick, and I'm gonna let Insane go. I'm gonna ask this question to Insane, and everybody go in order from there. Do you guys think Black Fight Fan and 78 would be candidates for the Hall of Fame? I would say yes.
I think Black Flight Fan and 7-8 are first ballot Hall of Famers, just the things that they have done in the community they have built. A lot of dudes come through the structure of the LDBC. A lot of dudes take a lot from the LDBC, man. And them dudes put the footwork in. And if you know the story of the LDBC, it's more commendable when you understand what's going on. So they're basically, you know what I'm saying, 1,000% first ballot Hall of Famers.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Go ahead.
And Black Fight Fan, shout out to him, you know, because like back in the day, I was out his way in Texas, and I hit him up on Instagram just to see if the nigga hit me right back. Like I was like, yo, I'm out the city where I get some good food at. He sent me to the restaurant. I told the people who I was like, yeah, you know, he told me something. He said, tell him such and such sent you. I forget what he told me. And then I went out there, and it was all love. So shout out to him. So they definitely
keep in mind, Price is a very rich man, so that's probably why they wanted a tip. They probably wanted a tip.
Yeah, I definitely you're a wild dude. I definitely would throw them in because I like what they put together, man. As brothers came together, some of the brothers was hating and you know, just doing stuff just to get they weak whack channels off the ground or whatever. But I respect them two brothers. You know, whether you agree with me or not. And we talking about a YouTube Boxing Hall of Fame. Yeah, I should, you know, for sure.
Another one, I think. Go ahead. Did you go Free?
Let Freezy.
No, go ahead, Free. My bad.
You said who would I put the next one, or are you asking me?
Yeah, 7-8 in there. 7-8
put 7-8 and Black Fight Fan in there.
I don't know. I don't know.
What?
I don't know because I'm looking at the following. I'm looking at the following
Bro, they
because
used to have like 1,000 people in a
Hey,
live every day.
no. I'm not talking about how many people they had in the chat at one time. I'm looking at how many people they. When we look at boxing YouTube as a whole, not just the ones that we follow. When we look at boxing YouTube as a whole, there's a lot of YouTubers that have more followers than 78. They got more followers than Black Fight Fans. So when I look at it, you got to have some type of criteria. And if you got guys that's been around the same amount of time that those guys been around, but they got more following, I would have to lean towards them because you got to have some type of criteria that you follow by. We're not going to have it like the boxing Hall of Fame where it ain't no damn criteria. We got to have some kind of criteria.
We gotta have some crowd.
Well, they okay. This is the thing about them. See, when I first started seeing them brothers, and I'll let BVO move on. When I started noticing them brothers, like they didn't have that many followers, but what they did was have a lot of views and a lot of people in their chats and a hell of a lot of likes to back all that up. So
Yeah,
whatever that's worth.
yeah, I understand that, but like I said, when you look at boxing as a whole, not just the channels that we follow, there's thousands of boxing channels out there, and when you look at it as a whole, there's guys that's been around the same amount of time that got more followers than them. They got more followers than them.
BVO, can I chime in, BVO?
Go ahead.
The things that those two guys was able to do, and the guys that surround them, and the channels that they made, you know what I'm saying, who's doing a lot of views, and they didn't have to coon, or they didn't have to whitewash their conversations, or they didn't have to cater to the you know what I'm saying, to the masses and what they wanted. They stayed solid, you know what I mean, and the LDBC is steady flourishing day by day. And it's not just this channel, it's other channels that's connected to them, to the Drew Titans, to the BFTBs, to the So What's and so forth. So it's like, bro, those two dudes created a monster. You know what I mean? Not just, you know what I'm saying, one channel.
I think what you're saying.
So they stay solid, bro, and that's all that really matter. And them,
you know what I will? My bad. You know what I will say though? I can say that everybody that I ever heard of that was associated with him did very well. Super my brother Picasso pulling up.
So what up, boy?
I definitely got to say that because I don't know if people remember. I think Black Fight Man was a nut, bro. That
He's
is
funny.
You think 78 is funny? Oh my god! But moving on, I definitely want to talk about this because I didn't want to spend the whole show just talking about the YouTubers because those are the guys I think should make it. But I want to ask you guys something that really kind of got me. What do you guys think about Zerto Ramirez turning down a $10 million offer to fight Ja Obatai?
Did he really?
Duck. He turned down a $10 million offer from Turkey Sandwich to fight Ja Obatai. That's the rumor. And they're saying that he said he's adamant he wants $12 million guaranteed.
He's never. That's nasty. Go ahead.
He's never made more than $4.5 million. So I'm just wondering from you guys, like, what do you guys think about? And we know Zerto's a monster. What do you think is going on with Ja? You think Ja's on steroids or something? What do you guys think?
I mean, when you get in there with the best cruiserweight right now, I mean, I guess he's saying, "Hey, I know I'm gonna end up taking the beating. I gotta get paid handsomely for it." I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. Because
You want to get paid for that whooping, don't he? Free.
But if you only made 4.5 and they giving you more than double what you have ever made, it gotta be you knowing you're gonna end up losing those two belts and you're gonna take a whooping in order for you to get in that ring. So you're like, man, hold up. I know I'm gonna lose my belts. I know I'm gonna take a whooping. I gotta get paid because this could very well be my last fight.
I thought he could beat Zerto. Am I the only one? What you saying? I thought he could beat Zerto. I mean, I thought Zerto could beat Obatai. I thought he could.
I don't think he can beat.
You see, I'm the only one.
Yeah, I think you are the only one that thinks that. I think Ja Obatai knocks him out, honestly. And you know, he's a duck.
Have he ever been stopped and saying Zerto?
No.
He got beat up by BVO, right?
But he did get beat
That's the
up.
only loss he got it by.
Yeah, BVO. Okay, yeah. I just making sure.
BVO beat him pretty bad though. He beat him up pretty bad. He kind of was toying with him.
Yeah,
I mean,
and BVO don't have the power of John Overtime. And John Overtime is
hold on, your
athletic.
mic's out of
Um,
order.
I'm in
Your
the
mic.
hallway.
Oh, okay,
My bad.
go ahead.
But yeah, but Ja Overtime is more athletic. Now, Neville might be a more technical fighter, but when it comes to athleticism and power, Ja Overtime got him by a long shot. So
Yeah.
he probably gonna take a beating. So he's like, man, I gotta get paid. I'm not taking anything under 12. If you offer me anything under 12, it ain't happening.
You know, this
He a
remind me
duck.
when Scambosis had got that lucky win over Tio, and he went up to Debo Dev and said, I gotta be the A side on both fights. Like that's crazy. That's crazy, man. But what you say about that? Saying you think Ja Obertai is being ducked?
I'm 100% positive he's being ducked, but let me tell you something. Me, you, BVO, prize fighter, and whoever else is listening. If they say BVO, you and Insane go fight right now for 10 million, BVO, you better strap your laces up because I'm getting smooth off on you for that 10. I don't care what we got in the bank. For that 10, go on and come on.
Yeah, I was shocked because I think Turkey, man. You know, when you turn down money with Turkey, he get annoyed because he kind of made it seem like Zerto was out of his mind to ask for that kind of money. I think Zerto ain't worth $12 million with $12 million in his pocket. But it's just for me. It's just for me. I think it's just ridiculous that these guys go to these lengths to duck people because I think he can knock Ja Obertai out. Zerto is the best fighter at cruiserweight. I don't understand what's wrong with him, but I can't believe more than he do. I definitely can't believe more than he do. But let me ask you guys this. This is another subject that came up. What do you guys think about Anthony Joshua going into camp with Alexander Usyk? Papa Lomachenko said they would definitely welcome AJ into the fold. Do you guys think this is a good move for AJ to go into camp with Usyk, a guy who beat him dead twice? What do you guys say?
He could go to camp with him all he want. It ain't gonna change the fact that he's done. He'll never be a top heavyweight again. He's past that. He's been there and done that. And at this point, he might can win some, but he's not gonna get no belts. I don't think. And if he wants to train with him, good. Then come back and see what you got.
I mean, it's pretty much the same thing that happened with Bud Crawford and No Chin, boy from the UK. I just had his name right on the tip of my tongue, man.
Yo,
And
bro.
he went, yeah, Kell Brook, and he went and got trained by Bud and still got whooped. And then we found out he was on steroids afterwards. So it's nothing new. It happens in boxing pretty much all the time.
Yeah.
What about you, Free? I don't know. I like that Joshua's trying to do this, but I think I don't know. It's like showing like some type of crack in his psyche where he always running to somebody else instead of figuring it out for himself. That's the one thing I don't
Who's
get.
trying
You
to
know what I
who's
mean?
trying to go to who's trying to go to camp with AJ? I mean, with Usyk.
Uh, AJ Lomachenko's father. Like I said, I gotta look up what he was, but Lomachenko's father came out and said that he would welcome Anthony Joshua with open arms into his camp with Usyk.
Oh,
I'm saying, do you think that's good? Because AJ saved
um,
boxing. I don't think people realize AJ helped save boxing too. So I think
And he helped him
I gotta
tear
give
it
him.
down too.
the thing is, I don't think Usyk's father is the right trainer for AJ, especially at this point in time in his career. AJ
Mhm.
is stuck in his ways. You- what Usyk, I mean, what Loma father is, or Usyk father, whoever it is, whoever father it is, what they specialize in a boxer. AJ is more of a puncher. He doesn't do a lot of movement. 25 on one. And he doesn't do a lot of movement, so I don't think that they can offer much help to AJ at this point in time in his career. AJ is stuck in his ways. He's like 30 something years old. So he's stuck in his ways. When you get those older fighters and you try to change something, you get what we saw with Wilder when he was with Malik Scott. It's not going to work. These guys are stuck in their ways. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. That's an old cliche saying, but it's true. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. So that's
Nope.
not going to really help AJ much.
Well,
Nope.
I will only push back and say I don't know if that's true because I've seen Oscar De La Hoya look better than ever with Floyd Senior. He looked better than ever.
But he still was, he still was cool. He was in his
He wasn't
bag back
young.
then.
He was like 28, 29 when he got
But he
with him. He
still was in
wasn't
his
young.
bag though.
Yeah, he was still in his early part of his prime. AJ is at the backstage of his prime. There's a difference. He's at
Don't
the
they get
Mm-hmm.
back.
till 40 at the heavyweight? And he like what 33, 34?
Who?
Who?
Don't heavyweights usually fight till they like 40 something?
No, I mean anybody can fight to whatever age they want to,
But no,
but
I'm saying they usually fight like old. I mean, Lennox and them all fought like at
that
38,
doesn't
39.
mean that. I mean,
Go
because
ahead.
you fight much longer doesn't mean your prime is much longer. It just means you carry the sport a little bit longer. You stay in the sport too long.
Oh,
But
Alexander
all
Usyk
these,
already 38.
so if you look at all of these guys that stayed past when they should have got out, they all got beat up at the end of their career. They all got beat up. I mean, even Lennox Lewis, that last fight that he had with Klitschko, he got beat up.
Yes, he
If it
did.
wasn't for the fact that he cut Klitschko with an iron
Vitali
fist,
was
he would
putting
have
it
lost
on
that.
him.
He
But
Yeah,
got
don't
he
get
would
beat
have
it
up.
lost that.
twisted though. Ox was
Floyd
hitting.
didn't get beat up.
Ox
Floyd
was
didn't
hitting.
get beat up.
He was hitting Kalisko with some ish too. Now let's
He
not get
was
it twisted.
he was whooping on Vitali. Vitali did beat him a little bit, but he was whooping on Vitali,
Mm-hmm.
He he
especially
he
when that
caught he
eye
caught
opened
Battaglia
up.
with some clean shots, but it was like far and few between. Battaglia was putting it on him.
Yeah, he was.
He was painting
Like
his
them first
face.
couple of rounds,
Yeah.
free Vitali was. I was like, yo, I rock with this niggas. I hated Lennox Lewis back then. It took to me to become grown and mature to appreciate Lennox Lewis, and he was retired. But I watched pretty much everything. But I couldn't stand that. I hated the way he talked when I was young. I just was like, I was somebody whip him. When old boy knocked him out, when Rockman knocked him out, I'll never forget Jim Latley said, "We got a new heavyweight champion, and he's from the United States." They was happy as shit when this got knocked out. Go look it up, BVO. That's your man.
I seen
Lampman.
that. I seen that. Same
He's
with my
from
brother
the
DP.
United States. I was hyped, like, let's go, Rock. Got him up out of there. Then I knew in that second fight, Lennox was gonna knock him out. But carry on.
And saying you a funny cat. Did you see that fight with Vitali and Lennox?
Yeah, I seen it. I seen it. We pretty much all seen it. But my thing I want to comment on is the guy said, dudes was getting whooped on when they was older. Well, Floyd Mayweather didn't get whooped on; he was older. So I
That's
guess
one nigga, man.
for everybody. I
Bernard
can
Hopkins.
Joe Lewis got beat out the
name more.
ring. Joe Lewis got
Yeah,
beat out the
Bernard got knocked out the ring too, but he was way beyond him.
Bernard threw himself out that ring. I ain't gonna hold.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
kind of
hold.
like
Hey, say,
Hermit
let me ask you.
Syndrome.
Let me
Remember that
ask you.
nigga jumped out the ring?
Let me ask you a sidebar question. And this got nothing to do with today's topic, but I just want to get your opinion on this. How do people call Bernard Hopkins a coon, a yes man, when he was super pro-black when he was champ? It was almost offensive how pro-black he was. What would you say?
Well, see, the thing is, it can never be offensive to be pro-black to anybody else. So I don't know.
I'm
if
talking
that's
about to the sponsors. What I'm saying, they said he wasn't marketable because he was that way.
okay. Well, the thing is, he does coon shit. You walk around with
Look,
people.
hey, watch the cussing. We don't cuss.
My bad,
Go
baby.
ahead.
He do coon stuff. You know what I'm saying? The things he do, he's bootlicking. You know what I'm saying? The things that's coming out of his mouth. He's marking Allah, which I thought he was a Muslim himself. You know what I'm saying? He pretty much, degrading the black fighter and every black fighter. But can I say it's business? I can't say it's business, but honestly, I think he took too many punches to the head, bro. And I honestly think he feels like that now.
I don't know him personally. It could be business.
I asked that because my bad. Go ahead. My bad.
No. Go ahead. Keep going. I was about to say
No,
it could be business, but you never know.
I'm just saying. Has he said some stuff? I was like, nah, Bernard.
Yeah, it
I mean,
irritated me.
It's hard for me to say that because I just remember Bernard. When stuff was going on at the time, I remember he was one of the first people shouting out people in the September 11 attacks. I remember when they had that real bad fire in Cleveland. This brother was in Cleveland handing out food. I guess I think it sucks. Like if you make a bad move now, people forget everything that you did that was good.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the only part that kind of sucked. Like we're gonna be giving away some turkeys on the 22nd right in Cleveland. I hope nobody be like, man, BVO's a coon. Like I hope they don't say that
Let me
because
find out. Let me find out. BVO handling business out there. That's why he handing out turkeys like Nino.
nah,
Hold on, BVO. Let me say this, BVO. Let
Go
me
ahead.
say this, bro, because you pretty much teetering the line of cooning, and you know what I'm saying, going down this old media line with the things that you say. And I know, I in my mind, I'd be like, is BVO serious? Sometimes I'm like, nah, he just doing it. You know what I'm saying, for the sponsors.
No, you gotta
and
remember
everybody.
this. I grew up. This is what I'm gonna tell you. You gotta remember this though. Insane. I
Mhm.
wouldn't call it cooning, but you gotta remember, I grew up as a kid with older parents and stuff, and I was watching HBO. So I wasn't exposed to I wasn't watching UPN or none of that. Like I wasn't watching those things. I was at home watching TV Land. We was
That's so
watching Dick
that's
Van
so
Dyke.
racist.
I'm just being real. We was watching Dick Van Dyke. We was
I
watching
remember.
The Cosby Show. I mean, I Love Lucy. I didn't grow up watching
I
Damn,
mean,
I
I
love
was
none of those
Lucy.
shows.
watching the same thing you watched, including MASH and all that too.
I
Yeah, I
hated
used to wake
MASH.
up to
Later
MASH.
on,
I
Imagine it's
hated
time to
MASH.
go to bed. When MASH come on, it's time to go to bed.
You
right?
better
Hey,
not
look,
get. You better not let your parents catch you up watching MASH.
I don't even.
I
You
know
know
I
what's
used to
funny?
get. My dad could
Somebody
come
at
out
work
there and
told
rip
me,
the thing out the wall. I'd be like, dang.
hold on. Hey, Skylar, man, you know, I think people throw that coon word around because I'm gonna tell you this. I actually do stuff in my community, and I'm happy to do it. You ask Miss BVO, people don't need no turkey. They're gonna have 3 and 4. Well, they have another one.
well,
They
BBO, what
have another
community
one.
are you doing it for? Since you
With,
didn't grow up in the communities like I grew up in, what community are you
with,
going for? The suburbs, the suburban
no,
kids? Are
she's
you in
talking
the inner
about
city?
in the hood. See, we
Okay,
do a food pantry, so I don't know
okay.
if you're familiar with the food pantry. In the
Hey, I
hood, people have hit
much
like 4 or
respect.
5 food pantries. So it's been times like we be giving like food out, right? And we'll
Yeah,
put it in the back of their car, and niggas will have like 4 or 5 boxes from other spots in the city, plus the food that we bought, and we about to load them up. So
I
what she basically
appreciate
was
it.
saying was that people gonna take advantage. People take advantage of food pantries and stuff like that all the time. But what I like to do is when I was young, my grandma used to go to the welfare office, and at the welfare office, what they would do is they would give us turkey, but we would get the turkeys with no dignity. They would look at you like you was crazy, and I always want to give to people and I want to let them know, hey, I'm doing this because I love you, not because nothing else, but because I love you. And I think people don't. I think that's missing in our community where people just do stuff because they actually love the fellow man. I mean, I
You know,
miss those
very
days when I was a
commendable.
kid. Go ahead.
That's very commendable, bro. And I just reached a whole nother respect level for you for even giving back to impoverished places like that. You know, a lot of people look past it. You know what I'm saying? Once they leave, they want to stay gone. They don't come back and invest their resources, their knowledge, you know what I'm saying, and their help into the hood. They just leave. But that same hood is the one that got you to where you at now.
Man, insane. As my
Mhm.
wife, as Miss BVO tell me, how many more pair of shoes can I buy?
Hey, look, hey,
The
hey,
new
hey,
11s that's
hey,
coming out.
me and you.
What you
Hey, look,
mean?
BBO. One day I'm gonna show you my closet. You're gonna be like, yeah, bro, I understand.
Hey, because and I don't buy just Jordans. I'm gonna be honest. I buy the pennies. I buy the Bo
Yeah,
Jacksons. I
Barclays.
buy all the ones, the Barclays, the ones I wanted. I ain't
Yeah,
gonna lie.
Dion's.
When I was growing up, I was like in 3rd grade when the Jordans came out. I mean, I wasn't really sweating those Jordans.
Me
I,
either.
I just I just wasn't sweating them
I had the
because
Barclays and the Dion's and the Diamond Turks. I was like, man, everybody got the same shoes on. I'm getting the Barclays and Dion's.
I did want the 13s. I was in 3rd grade when the 13s
The
came out. I
black and
remember,
red ones.
man, no, the white
Even
and
the
red, the
third grade
cherry
when third
joints.
Oh,
The
yeah,
cherry,
that was fire.
man, them cherry joints, man. When I see them cherry ones, I remember I wanted to steal on a dude that had them, man, but they weren't my size.
That's crazy.
That's
But
crazy. I can
I
pull all
mix
them shit
them up
out
though.
right
You feel me?
there.
I mix them up
but
like you said, BBO. I'm not gonna act like I don't got no Jordans, but only Jordans I got is ones, and because they got mad colors, and I got 11s. Them the only ones that I wear really. I don't have no threes,
Look,
no fours. I don't even know if you say, man, I got the Jordan 9s. I can't picture what they look like. You feel me? You have to show them to
I
me. I'm
think those
seeing
the
them.
baseball ones. Those garbage.
yeah,
I
that's when he
hated
was playing
those.
baseball. But I can tell y'all
Yeah,
this though, BBO and everybody else. As I got older, when I hit like 35, I started buying different types of. I still buy the J's and everything else, but
Yeah, for
I started
sure.
buying Gucci, Louis,
Hmm.
Dior. I got all that shit in my closet right now. Like
I don't wear
if
that
like
on my feet, but there's some fire
tell
products
you
I
see,
seen.
I got
See, I
products in my
never been.
business.
I'm gonna tell you why I stopped buying like designer like that. Like when I was 21, I used to like Ricky Owens and all that stuff. But
Rick
I
Owens.
ain't gonna lie, yeah, them dudes is them dudes are not straight, man. So I
Yeah,
don't want
No,
to wear.
his
I don't want
clothes
to
is
wear their clothes,
garbage.
bro. I'm just being real. I don't want to wear their clothes,
Them
man.
big
Like
baggy dumbass sweaters, man. Get out of
my
here.
homeboy,
I don't wear that no
my homeboy came to the diner, bro, with a doggone yellow ostrich sweater. He looked like
more.
he looked like he should have been in Zoolander, bro. I was like, bro. He talking about this sweater costs, what do you say it costs $1,000? I said
So
$1,000.
what? It's trash.
I'm gonna keep
A
it a buck.
thousand dollars, I can go to Mexico, you dummy.
You know what I like? I'm gonna be honest. BVO like to go get that Ralph Lauren polo like Young Joe. I still
Yeah,
love to do that.
for sure.
That's my favorite. He
Yeah,
said,
I like me personally. I like the Montclair button ups better. They fit perfect, bro.
yeah, I never been in like to the Montclair. I always be honest with you, man. I used to watch then we get way off, but I used to watch the Fresh Prince, and I used to be like, man, I want to dress like Carlton. That because I thought Carlton was fresh.
He was
This
trash.
nigga what?
I'm being
He was
real. I thought
garbage.
because you got to remember,
Bro,
I was way younger than you, man. I didn't realize how cool Will was. I just seen the polo with the little horse on there, and all the dudes in my neighborhood was wearing the, and I heard, and I don't know if you know who Pimp C is. Pimp C used to say all the time,
What?
what do you say? Take that monkey stuff off, you embarrassing us. Polo F that heel figure. No, but that type
Polo
of
F
stuff.
that
So
heel figure.
yeah, so when I would hear, because I grew up listening to like Master P, True Records, and all that, and they
yeah.
always like talked about how much they love polo. So that's kind
Mm-hmm.
of how I got into it. So,
Well, Trick
and
Daddy
I ain't,
Dollar, see how much he
Oh,
love Polo.
good.
yeah,
Boxing,
yeah.
please.
But that being said, when we talk about about back to boxing, man, I really wonder, man, when we see this log jam at 135, we got Abdullah Mason versus Sam Notes.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think he'll fight Shakur? Because Shakur kind of keeps saying he his brother and stuff. I don't get that.
Yeah, they. I don't know if they're gonna fight,
I,
but
I don't think that they will fight because I think it's kind of like a Bud Crawford Shakur Stevenson relationship, and Shakur being the big homie. So Shakur just pretty much gradually move up as them dudes move up as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's more mutual.
I really wanted to see Abdullah Mason versus Keyshawn Davis. I thought that would have been a good fight. What about you guys?
That's possibly can happen. I
I like that.
think Keyshawn to get him. You know what I'm saying? But I like Abdullah too. But I think Keyshawn to get him just from aggression, though. You know what I'm saying? More aggression.
What
I
about
think.
that fire card? Well, I don't
Salute,
know if it's
Des.
fire. What's that card that got that Lamont Roach and Usyk? They got some decent fights on that card.
Mount Roach and Usyk.
You mean
I
Lamont
mean, I'm
Roach
sorry,
and
I was reading
Esau
something.
Cruz?
And
Esau
Esau
Cruz.
Cruz, I was reading something about Usyk. My fault.
Who all on that card again?
I'm
I know
pulling
they
it up.
got Gary Russell on that card.
Oh, yes,
Antoine
Russell.
Russell's on that card.
140 champion, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
they got him on that card. They got I believe they're gonna put the Fundora Keith Thurman on that card. And dang, it's another card.
Jenna Beck and Laura's on the card.
Jenna Bark and Laura, which is
Oshaki and Fulton, cool boy.
cool, but
They
Cool Boy
headlining,
gonna
right?
wash Osaki. He gonna wash Osaki.
Nah,
I got shot in that one.
Pitbull and Lamont headliners.
Hey,
They
you my
headlining.
brother, man. We might have to put a friendly bet on that. We might have to put a friendly 10 or 20 on that because Osaki about to get beat dead, bro.
Man, I got shot.
Scooter
in the head.
monster.
Jenna Beck and Laura, the unification is the code.
Mhm.
Hey, D Free, I got Jenna Beck getting stopped in that fight.
I got Lord stopping Jennifer.
I got
Yeah,
Laura winning.
What about you, Insane?
I got Laura.
I just don't see. I feel like Jenna Beck ain't fought nobody. He talking all that
Nobody.
boss money, like shoot to my brother Pearl. He took all that boss money talking about he gonna get ready for Bud. Man, Bud would beat him to death, man.
Mhm.
Like you had to get a body bag and zip him up.
I'm looking at Jennifer the same way I looked at Hani McGear, the
Yep.
same way I looked at Zoro. These guys, they got championships and they got a lot of fights, but when you look at it, they really haven't fought anybody. Now, yeah, these guys were fighters, but when you look at the fighters, what level of opponent were they?
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, yeah, there's nobody in that
Didn't he
weight
beat
class.
Jacobs?
But
Come on, fair. Didn't
there was guys that he could have fought that was in that weight class.
Yes, for 3 belts. So that I'm
It's
excited.
it's
I'm excited for that because
it's hard to
BBO.
say, man.
In the words of BBO, the 160 has been a wasteland for a while, and I'm glad they finally putting them 3 belts together. And then who's the other one? Adamas got the other one.
Yeah.
So there
Adamas
you
will
go.
stop both them niggas. That's the bad part. Adamas will stop both them niggas. That's the bad part, man.
Well, the
Adamas can
winner of
fight.
that,
I don't know.
Might can get a Terrence Crawford
The way
payday.
Adonis got whooped by Saraz, I don't know if he stopped both of them.
Shiraz is 6'3", dude. Come on.
Hey, but Laura hit harder than Saraz.
Did we see him knock down a monster in Berlanga?
What? Who?
Oh, y'all don't like Berlanga now? Y'all forgot
I
Berlanga had all the
never,
first round knockouts?
I never
Man,
really
Berlanga,
cared
the
for
one
him.
that just got blood beat up out of him.
Yeah, somebody that choked blood up his neck. Man, get him out of here.
All I can say, the
Man,
both of
pack
y'all
that dude
do.
up, man.
This is
Yeah,
a sick Negro.
and then he embarrassed himself like the way he
This
was
is a sick Negro.
Beating on,
at the press conference was corny.
I don't know, man. Dude,
Shooting firearms, fake firearms at the guys. It's like, what? Like, get out of here. That
hold on,
dude's in
hold
there
on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. How was
throwing
that,
money at Oscar. Like that was so wild corny to me.
man?
It may
Oscar was
be
talking
corny, but
crazy.
that's just him.
That's the reason why he got his Wi-Fi turned off.
Uh
Yeah,
huh.
he definitely got his Wi-Fi turned off. I'm
Real
not a
quick.
big fan of that dude's. So
Hey,
I didn't
insane.
really care for the fight.
Have you ever said anything nice about a Spanish fighter? Insane, you rough, bro. You a wild
Can you say it
boy,
one more
man.
time, brother?
I said, have you ever said anything nice about a Spanish fighter, bro? You cold, man.
Mm.
You
Yeah,
ice
man.
cold.
You know what I
Hey, look,
noticed?
let me
I
say
didn't
something
know
nice.
what I did notice at the end of that fight. I didn't notice how many fans that Belinga had because all those guys that was coming out saying, "Oh, you see Saraz hand wrap? That man cheated. Why he didn't take the hand wraps off?" I'm like, are y'all serious right now? Are you really serious? The man literally had the hand wrap on when he was getting his hand raised. He had the other one off. If anything, they were going to take them joints off and hide him. They're not going to keep it on his hand and he get his hand raised.
Didn't Bud have blown up gloves when he fought David
His blood,
Avocado
his
and they ain't
blood
take them off?
gloves exploded.
He went upside boy head and bust his gloves.
Bro, stop, man.
Hey, let me say this, BBO.
Shout out to the
Let me
snack program. Go ahead.
let me say something nice real
Get
fast,
out of
BBO.
here.
When I was in a foster home for 6 months, right before my life.
Go ahead.
They moved me to a city called Victorville, California. If y'all know where Victorville, California is in San Bernardino County, that's where Ryan Garcia from, right?
Mhm.
Ryan Garcia comes from a place full of women. That's the nicest thing I can say.
Wow.
Beautiful women in Victorville, California. Beautiful.
Hey,
So
man.
it may not look like nothing on the outside,
They
but when you
should
get in
have sent you
there,
to the desert, bro. They should have sent you to the desert, man. You
that is the
cold.
desert. That is the desert.
Yeah, that is.
That is the desert.
I mean, Jennebeck got. I mean, I'm just looking at it like I see some names that I know, but come on, let's be honest, bro. You talking about Hassan Endom, Denzel Bentley? Okay, cool, whatever. Stephen Butler.
Man,
After that, I don't know.
Y'all kill me with these trying to always find somebody's resume like y'all some
I'm
Carmen
just,
San Diego
I'm
detective
just
niggas,
looking
man.
at this. I just want to see who they. I just want to see if I know some of these
That's
names. That's
hate.
all.
That's hate. That's what you're
It's not
doing. You're
hate.
hating.
That's just studying and researching.
Because guess what? Then you got Canelo who fight all your favorite blacks, and you don't give him no credit.
That's a lie.
When he
I gave
lose,
Canelo credit.
y'all say, "Oh yeah, the slick black nigga beat him," blah blah blah. But y'all don't say, "Well,
I,
shout
I
out to
was the
Canelo
first one
for
on the
giving him a
front
shot."
line when Canelo beat Austin Trout. I was on the front line like, yo, this dude can bang, bro. I'm like, yo, Canelo's like he just beat Austin Trout rocked him with a jab. Like I just like everything he was doing until he started ducking, and I was like, I can't do it, bro.
I
Can
wanted
you
him to
really?
fight.
Can you,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead. No, go
I
ahead.
wanted him. I wanted him to fight. What's my man name that got beat up by Benavidez when he moved up to 68?
Boo boo.
Boo boo.
Boo. Yeah, Boo Boo Andrade.
He ducked.
Yeah.
He ducked undisputed at 160, insane for $40 million, which would have been his highest payday at the time. He
Wait,
moved up.
who did that?
Canelo.
Yeah. I remember.
He
Wait,
didn't
what?
duck. It was a hard fight. It wasn't
No,
worth
it
it.
wasn't. Well, he ducked. He
It wasn't
dropped the
worth it.
belt and got up out of there or something. He
Okay,
It
went
wasn't
okay.
worth
68.
it.
He had a chance to fight Demetrius Andre. It's on camera. The brother
And
was
he
asked
did.
him. I forget which brother asked him the question.
I like how you spitting this propaganda out here, bro. As if
The
Canelo
brother
didn't
asked.
beat
I remember
dudes
that.
way
I
better
remember
than him.
that.
He ducked $40 million. Eddie Hearn and him said he had
No.
40 million. They was
You
gonna give
You need a
Canelo.
straight jacket, bro. You need a straight
you
jacket,
see,
bro.
you
You
see
you be
how you
hating.
see how BVO changed the goalpost move. You see how BVO moved the goalpost because when it was David Benavidez, he said, "Oh, David Benavidez took his ball and went home." But when it was Boo Boo and Boo Boo was pulling up on Canelo everywhere, oh man, that man ain't really want to fight. He ain't do nothing.
Nothing but hate.
Oh, there you go, man. I only person
You
ever
can't
I'll
get the
give you
fight
this.
if you pull up on Canelo. You can't get the fight if you stay away from Canelo. You just get the fight whenever
You want
Canelo says he
pig
want to
day?
fight.
You want pig day? I know
I
that.
give
I know that.
I give you this. He definitely dug Booba Andre, but that wasn't his fault. The fight had no money in it, so I get why Canelo said no. But he definitely ducked him. But he ducked him at 54 too, because he never was a star. I mean, I don't
40
know.
million ain't no money, BBO.
He ended up making like 50 million his next fight.
BBO, 40 million ain't no money.
I'm not saying for me. I'm talking about for Canelo. He said there ain't enough money.
Man, get up out of here, BBO. If they
That's like
told us to fight right now for 5,000 a piece,
No,
we getting
he
down.
said it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough money to get beat up on the same way Zotto saying 10 million ain't enough.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I was truly shocked that Zerto said no, because I think he can beat this dude, man. I think he'll beat him. But like you said it best, Fred, I can't want him more than he do, because that's I don't know. That kind of shocked me with Zotto, because I think Zotto's the best cruiserweight, because I
So
don't know.
I don't.
You know
You
what
I
can't
think
say
I
that no
think
more.
I
You
think
can't
you've
say
been
that no
drinking
more.
before you came on this loud.
All
Y'all
right.
want to know what I noticed? I want to tell you what I noticed, bro. And I don't mean to keep bringing this up, but I noticed that it's okay to bring up resumes on other fighters, but when it come down to Norman Jr., y'all seem to throw that out the window. Why is that?
Oh, here you
It's
go.
okay
Here
to
you
look
go with the
for other
Norman
people
Jr.
fight.
hate.
My bad. I'm not hating on the young kid. I
I
like him.
think
I like. Let me be. I like
I
Norman
think
Jr.
Devin will win, but I'm gonna tell you this. If Devin, I feel like this, if Devin make the mistake and try to do what he did in the Ryan fight, that'll be a mistake. I'll say that right now. I hope he don't pull that crap. I hope he don't try to step to him like
What's
he
going
did
on,
Ryan.
Piero?
Because I
But
I
think
y'all
he'll
think
know,
he's
get
just
hurt in it.
going. I think he's going to try to box and move and use lateral movement.
so we're
I
not
don't know
gonna.
that because Bill sometimes be having like those like what he said. I'm sending my son to unalive this guy. I
Bro,
hope
are we
Bill
gonna
don't say
answer the
nothing
question
silly,
or what? Are we gonna go around
huh?
the world and Carmen San Diego? Are we gonna answer the question or what?
What's the question?
The question was, why is it okay to look up other people's resume when we speaking like we just did look up other people's resume because we want to see who they fought or whatever? But when it comes to the boy Brian Norman Jr. and his trash resume, we just seem to look past that.
So you talking like Devin Haney did on the interview today?
Oh my
Brian
God.
just got started.
You're
Brian just
not
got
gonna answer
started.
the question. Okay, y'all know.
I just
Okay, we
answered
gonna
it. Brian just got started. Brian just got started, bro.
hold on.
I think Brian just got started, so that's my only thing. What about you, Freak?
No, I mean Brian is a young guy that is coming into his own. He never got the opportunity to fight none of the top guys. He's always been the B side. I mean, even the fight with Chantilly, he wasn't
Mm-hmm.
supposed to win that fight. He was supposed to go in there, and Chantilly was supposed to win that fight. That was supposed to be a showcase fight for Chantilly, fight a durable, hard, big puncher, and win that
Mm-hmm.
fight. And that man went out there and beat Chantilly enough and stopped that man in his hometown. So I
He's
think
only
Brian Norman,
24, Free. You know.
yeah, I think Brian Norman is one of those guys that he really doesn't have nothing to lose because
The
he's
man
That's
is
already
20.
they already are counting him out far as he's not the experienced fighter. So Brian Norman it's a win-win for Brian Norman. It's more of a win or lose for Devin Haney. It's a win-win for Devin Haney for Brian Norman because if he wins, not only did he win the fight and retain his belt, but he beat Devin Haney. He has the name on his resume now. If he loses to Devin Haney, He lost to a more experienced fighter and somebody who was a former undisputed champion, a former two division champion. So it's a win-win for Brian Norman.
Okay, so we're not going to answer the question. So we didn't answer the question. The thing is, this man had 28 fights. Can we check the resume again, like you guys just was doing? Is that even possible?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Because I see you want to try to go at the kid. Go ahead. We're going to see.
No. Don't worry. We ain't even got to look it up because there ain't nobody on there. We ain't got to worry about it. Nobody on there. So let's go.
He had Jen Sasaki, Derek Cuevas.
He's a nobody. They're nobodies. Nobody know these dudes.
Quentin Randall.
Nobody know these dudes, Prize. Come on, please, brother. Please.
Please.
Hey, BVO. BVO, can you text Prize my number? Prize, I want to do something with you in a couple of days on some sports. If that's cool.
All right, that's cool.
You a wild boy, man.
Hey, the resume don't fight for you. So it doesn't matter who's on his resume. Did he get better from the fight to fight basis?
And I would say yes.
Okay, so the thing is, the resume does fight for you because the people that you fought. So you brought in those experiences of the people that you fought. If I keep fighting third graders, I'm not gonna have no experience when I get up here and fight these dudes in college. I'm only fighting third graders. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not prepared to go up here and fight these dudes because I've been knocking out third graders. In layman's terms,
resume don't fight for you.
The resume does fight for you because it's the experiences that you learn.
Because if that was the case, Earl Spence would have beat the brakes off of Bud Crawford because his resume was way better than Bud Crawford.
Okay, let's not act like we don't understand what happened with Earl Spence and those car accidents and things like that, and how you can have.
No, but you said the resume fight for you.
Hold on, wait a minute.
You said the resume fight for you, though.
Hold on, give me a second. You can have an accident today. Anybody ever been in car accidents? Anybody in the chat? Anybody on the panel? If you've been in a car accident, I'm not
knocking none of that. I'm not knocking none of that. He had the accident when he fought Danny Garcia. He had the accident when he fought Ugas. You said the resume fight for you. So if the resume fight for you, it doesn't matter if he had an accident or not. Because he had already had the accident when he fought Danny Garcia and Ugas. He had already had the accident.
Okay, so I'll say it one more time again. So he had two accidents, right? So the first accident, he had to get his whole mouth and stuff redone, and then he was rear-ended and hit again. Like I said, a car accident can affect you 2 years down the line. You may not feel it now, but you will feel it later. Now, who all been in a car accident has heard the same thing I just said before? Anybody ever been in a car accident before?
I've never been in a car accident, so I never
banged out. Yeah.
Yeah, I have.
Oh, so you didn't hear what I just said?
You never heard it.
I'm lying. That's just a West Coast thing. My fault. They only said on the West Coast. My bad. I'm lying.
I like how you do that, man.
No, I'm just saying my fault. You know what I'm saying? If you go look at Earl, bro, and look at him walk to the ring, look at that dude's rib on his left side, bro, like it's poking out. We know that wasn't the same fighter, bro.
That wasn't your argument. You said the resume fight for you.
This is all trying to. Okay, now since we're doing that, now let's go to the young man's resume now. Since we're doing what we're doing now, let's go to the young man's resume now.
Who, Brian Norman's?
Young man fought. Price, can you pull that up?
Jen Sasaki, Derek Cuevas, Giovanni Santillan, who was 32-0.
Okay.
Once again, if the
Buka Chica, Quentin Randall,
if the resume fight for you, then Tyson Fury should have beat Usyk then. Because Tyson Fury fought tougher competition than Usyk did at heavyweight.
We know. I'm not gonna say that on BVO.
You said the resume fight for you.
I'm trying to figure out a better way to say this real fast.
I'm just going by what you said. You said the resume fight for you.
Wait. We know a lot of people was in concert to sabotage other people on the rise of Tyson Fury when he fought a certain black dude from Alabama. We understand that the only real guy he fought on his resume was the black guy from Alabama who they called trash, and then the Klitschko boy. Besides that, who else does my man got on his resume that shows that he can go in here and beat this guy?
Klitschko.
I just said
he
Klitschko.
Just said Klitschko. Yeah, I always felt that about.
No, he got Klitschko. He got Dillian White. He got
trash.
Trash. Dillian White is trash, man.
Dillian White never been a world champion a day in his life.
You said who else does he have on his resume?
Dillian White is trash.
Okay, Dillian White is trash. It's still better than the competition that Usyk had fought at the time when he moved up to heavyweight.
Who, AJ?
It's still better competition than Usyk fought.
AJ's trash. We just said
AJ had better competition than Usyk had. AJ had better competition than Usyk had.
So is AJ going to the Hall of Fame or not for being a
Of course he's going to the Hall of Fame.
AJ had better competition than Usyk, and he beat AJ twice.
I would say it's about the
resume
same.
Don't fight for you.
I would say it's about the same.
You just proved my point. What are you talking about?
I just gave you 3 examples, and now one of them you find it an excuse why they didn't win. I gave you 3 examples who had a better resume, and they lost to the guy with a weaker resume, but you find an excuse for each one of them. I gave you 3 examples.
Young brother, you just said that Tyson Fury had a better resume than Alexander Usyk. The guys that Tyson Fury fought, it was only 2, and they called one of them a bum. So he only gets credit for
had a better resume than Usyk.
Hold on, brother. Wait, hold on, give me a second, brother. You're gonna get it right back, brother. I promise you're gonna get it right back. The man only fought the Klitschko boy because they called Wilder a bum. Now let's move on and let's see who Usyk fought. Usyk fought a two-time unified world champion, AJ, who was the top of the top, who was the guy. Usyk beat the guy. Did he not to win all the belts?
We're not talking about
the guy. That makes your resume. What are we talking about?
You're talking about accomplishment. We're talking about resume.
I'm talking about the head guy. The head guy was AJ in the division.
Listen. You said resume fight for you. I said AJ Tyson Fury had a better resume than Usyk. I said Earl had a better resume than Bud Crawford. They all have better resumes. They all lost.
But let me say this though. People got to remember. Let me say this real quick. People got to remember that Usyk did win the Super 6. I know they want to give Andre Ward all that credit, but Usyk did win the Super 6, bro. I mean, I don't know if that.
At cruiserweight.
Yeah, I'm saying so. It's not like he didn't fight nobody. I mean,
okay. When he won the 666 at cruiserweight, who did he beat?
Here you go.
He beat the dude that played.
Because he said the resume.
He beat Tony Bellier.
What I'm saying is he's trying to make an argument that Usyk had a better resume than AJ, and I'm asking you. Y'all said the Super 6.
D for you wrong, brother.
Add to the resume that he had.
Brother, I never said that, brother. You wrong.
No, I said that. They talking about me.
No, I'm talking about what BVO just said.
I said that.
I'm talking about what BVO. I'm moving on to BVO because he said the Super 6. I'm saying, okay, if you want to add the Super 6 to his resume, who was in the Super 6 that he beat that you can add to the resume? Because I don't care what you say, his resume wasn't better than AJ's. His resume wasn't better than Tyson Fury at the time that they fought.
Tyson Fury only really fought 2 people. He only fought 2 people that you give credit to him. That's what y'all fail to realize. Y'all missing that key part. He fought 2 people that y'all give him credit for. That's the key part that y'all missing. He fought more than 2 people. It's only 2 people y'all give him credit for.
Can you tell us the other big names he fought?
Who did Usyk fight at the time that he fought Tyson? I mean, at the time that he fought AJ.
He fought Ward Jazora. He had already fought Joe Joyce in the amateurs.
Did you say Chisora?
Chisora ain't good. Derek Chisora in the name?
That's a name.
No, Chisora is on the same level as Dillian White. If you want to say Dillian White is trash, what has Chisora done?
He beat Dillian White.
and how many losses does Chisora have? How many losses does he have?
Beat Joe Joyce.
How many losses does he have?
Oh, he got a lot of losses, bro. Come
on, man. Okay, he hasn't accomplished anything the same way Dillian White hasn't accomplished anything. He hasn't accomplished anything.
D3, could we say this though? Did or did not Alexander Usyk knock off the top of the mountain? Did he not knock the top guy off? Who's the guy? He knocked the guy off, right?
At the end of the day, the resume don't fight for you, dog. You got to get in the ring and lay some up.
I get what you're saying. The resume don't fight. I'll give you that.
The resume does fight for you. It's because your experience is in your bargaining chips. It's an experience. We're talking about the experience, not the physical resume. We're talking about the experience that it gives you. This man, Devin Haney, have been in the ring with dudes like Lomachenko. You don't think you download memory? Like, you don't think that you download experiences?
Okay, I understand that. I understand what you're saying. I understand the experience. But which one of those guys fight like Brian Norman?
I can tell you 10 that fight better than Brian Norman.
I would
say Linares fights like Brian.
Jorge Linares and Jose Ramirez. If you stand in front of Jose
neither
Ramirez,
one of them fight like Brian Norman.
This man is crazy.
Neither one of them fight like Brian Norman.
I'm not talking about come on, bro.
Go watch him fight. Neither one of them fight like Brian Norman.
Bro,
as far as being extra offensive, I would say Linares is just like Brian Norman.
Man, you could say they might be the closest to Brian Norman, but neither one of them fight like Brian Norman. Neither one of them got power in both hands.
Linares who dropped Lomachenko?
Linares beat world champions. How many has Brian Norman beat?
Hold on, BVO. Did you say Linares dropped Lomachenko? What the hell has that got to do with having power in both hands?
Because he knocked him down with his offhand, the right hand.
That's power in one hand. That's power in one hand, not both.
Oh, yeah, boy, wow.
Didn't he hit Devin with the right hand and have Devin bust?
No, he hit Loma with the right hand. What are you talking about? He's an orthodox fighter.
Whoa. That's not true. He threw a 6 or 7 combination, and Devin got hit with the last one with his left hand. Clearly was his left, and Devin still walked him down and beat him the next round. The next two rounds.
Neither one of those guys fight like neither one of them.
You being technical, Free. I respect you. You being technical. You technical on that kind of stuff. So I give you that. But
so you saying Brian Norman is Linares or Jose Ramirez right now? That's what you're saying.
I'm saying it.
Yeah, I would say he's a Spanish fighter. I would say that.
No, you said they fight alike. So you saying that Brian Norman is Jose Ramirez or he's Linares? That's what you're saying. You saying that's what Brian Norman is?
Yeah, those ain't bad guys to be. I would say those ain't no bad guys to be.
Well, I mean, if that's the case, then Brian Norman has absolutely no chance of winning this fight because neither one of those guys had a chance of winning the fight.
Well, thank you for finding.
They were old. They was old though, Free.
Hey, look, I'm happy to hear D3 finally admit it. Look, at least he telling the truth now.
No, when the fight happens and Brian Norman go out there and he wins the fight, then y'all gonna say, well, this man is better than Devin Haney, and I was wrong.
100% credit, because guess what? I ain't in there fighting.
I'm gonna give him 100% credit.
Fight. The problem is some of y'all are looking at it as a 75-25 or a 60-40. I'm looking at it as a 50-50 fight. I think a lot of people overlooking Brian Norman's ability.
I'm looking at it as a 90-10.
Wow.
I had a dream.
Did you just say 90-10?
That's insane.
I had a dream. Just like former world champion Sean Porter said, I had a dream.
You might be fine after this fight. If you say 90-10. I hope you ain't bet that way. I hope you ain't bet 90-10.
I took mine straight to Vegas.
Don't do that.
It dropped 200.
So
I'll say Suit Uncle Cash.
So you got Devin Haney knocking Brian Norman out there.
Hold on, let me get my son real fast. He crying. Give me a second.
Yeah, he did. Insane. I do believe he said he got Brian Norman by stop. Devin by stoppage.
Say something crazy like that. I don't think Devin can knock Brian out. I'm not gonna say that, bro.
I don't think he will. I'm not gonna say he can't. I just don't think that he will.
I think he should stay away from Brian Norman's power, dog.
I think Devin Haney's gonna be really good and surprise a lot of people, bro. You know, Dev, he's been in big fights, but it doesn't really matter.
Salute to my brother Clarence, man.
Yeah, salute brother Clarence. It don't matter if Brian ain't been in big fights.
My bad.
That don't mean he can't.
Salam alaikum. My bad. Salam alaikum.
That don't mean he can't win a big fight. You know, he got to start somewhere, and he's only 24.
I mean, at some point, the Devin Haney fans are going to get it correct. Devin's going to knock somebody out. But I just keep hearing him say this every daggone fight, and we never see it. He finally got a knockdown when he fought Regis Prograis. Prior to that, he hadn't knocked nobody down in 5 years. So I mean, eventually they're gonna get it. He's gonna knock somebody out eventually.
Well, Pernell wasn't a big puncher. Pernell wasn't a big puncher. For you don't got to knock people out to win.
I'm just saying. I'm talking about the Devin Haney fans. They keep saying he's gonna knock this person out. I'm like, no. Every fight y'all say he's gonna knock somebody out.
My fault. I had to be a father, y'all.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good. But I don't know. I feel like this. When it comes to Devin, he definitely do sometimes get more credit on some stuff that he probably shouldn't get. But I mean, he get when we heard William Old School say it best, man, he get more hate than anybody. And that's a brother from the other side saying that.
And see, the thing is, I think Devin Haney is a very good fighter. I think he's a very good fighter. I mean, possibly even a great fighter. But the thing is, not us though, Free. But people do. I'm not talking about that. I'm just saying the way I'm looking at this fight. I'm looking at Devin Haney is a very good fighter, and he's probably a very great fighter. I mean, he's probably a great fighter. But at the same token, I'm not overlooking Brian Norman. BVO, you remember when I saw Brian Norman fight a while back, and I said, Brian Norman got to show me something. He got to show me something. I'm not sold on what Brian Norman can do. And then I seen him get better and better and better. And I'm like, okay, Brian Norman got some skills. He's putting everything together. So I'm looking at Brian Norman as a fighter who has improved. Yeah, I mean, he still have holes. Every fighter still have holes. But I've seen a fighter who has improved, and I've seen a fighter who has power. And if Devin Haney is thinking like his fans are thinking, and he try to go do like he did with Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney might be getting up off the canvas again.
I don't think Devin make that mistake.
That was a huge mistake. I don't think he'll ever do that.
No, but I got one for you too. If Brian Norman fans think the way he gonna think he just gonna knock somebody out, he gonna be getting up off the canvas too again.
He can't train to knock Devin out. He can't do that.
He had been on the canvas though, man. I ain't gonna lie. Buka Chica, who can't punch, had him on the canvas.
Let me say this, BVO, and this is real, bro. This is honestly, bro. This ain't even about no fandom no more with some of these dudes, bro. This is about a region thing, bro, because they need a hero to come out the South, bro. That's what it is. It won't be that little nigga, trust me, because he ain't gonna make it. He gonna drown. We drown niggas, bro. So that hero that y'all need, he ain't coming. Y'all had Wilder already. It's over.
I'm not saying you wrong or not. I mean, like I said, I got it at 50-50. I'm not saying that Devin Haney ain't going to win. I'm not saying that he is going to win. I'm saying this is a 50-50 fight. Either one of these guys can win. But if I had to bet on a knockout, I'm betting on Brian Norman. I think Devin Haney has a much weaker chin than Brian Norman. I'm not saying Brian Norman is invincible, but Devin Haney's chin is weaker than Brian Norman. So I would have to say Brian Norman is probably going to be the one that gets the knockout if this fight was going to end in a knockout.
But
so let me ask you this:
where did information from though? Who told you that though? Who touched their chin and said, "Hey, his chin is softer and his chin is this"? This dude fought an overweight dude that was 180 some pounds the night of the fight on 2 sets of different steroids, and the dude already had power with the left hook. And Devin got up 3 times and still outboxed him the times he didn't get knocked down. But did you go up personally, or did a doctor go up personally and say, "Hey, your chin is stronger"? No, your chin is stronger. Where do y'all get these statistics from?
What up, Zay?
We just seen Devin Haney hurt in multiple fights.
I seen your man.
He got hurt in the Loma fight. He got hurt in the Loma fight.
Tell me what round.
He got hurt in the
11th round. He almost got stopped.
That's a lie.
He got hurt in the Loma fight.
It's like he almost stopped Tio. The same way he almost stopped Tio with that.
He ain't almost get stopped.
That's a lie. That y'all want to
I ain't gonna say he almost got stopped. I'm just saying what I saw was Devin Haney get hurt. I saw him get hurt in the Linares fight. I saw him get dropped 3 times in the Ryan Garcia fight. So when a person visibly gets hurt, that means they have a problem with their chin. They have a problem with their chin.
No, that's not Tony.
A
No. You're not
I
talking
don't
about
agree with
Tony
that. What
Harris.
if it was just a
no,
good shot, Free?
Hold on,
no.
you're not talking about Tony Harris.
But see, this is
We
the
seen
thing.
the best fighters in the world go down. That doesn't make their
Okay,
chin
but
weak.
that means they have a weak chin. See, the problem is
That nigga
y'all
was
Ali had
fighting
a
saying,
a
weak
big
chin.
fighter.
hold up,
I,
listen. What you call a great chin is a person that doesn't show that they hurt. That a
like
person that
Canelo.
don't get hurt. Because I would say that Canelo has a great chin. I would
Canelo
say
was.
Arthur.
You
I
seen
would say
Canelo hurt against
no.
Bud.
The only time I've ever seen Canelo hurt was when he was 19 years old.
Versus
So
Jose
you
19 years
didn't
old.
Cotto.
see Bud hurt that dude in this fight. You didn't see Bud
Yeah.
hurt him.
I
No,
didn't see
like
her
I said,
hurt him. I seen Canelo
the
quit.
That
only
is
time,
biasness, bro.
the
That
only
is
time I've
biasness at
ever
its
seen
best.
Canelo hurt was when he was 19 years old. But I would say
Yeah.
Canelo has a great chin. I would say Arthur has a great chin. I would say,
Tank has a great chin.
trying to think somebody else.
Tank got a
I
good
would
chin.
say Triple G when he was fighting, he had a great chin.
You said Tank don't got a good chin?
No.
Triple G when he was
He was
fighting.
getting nailed. Tank was
Yeah,
getting nailed by
he got
Ryan.
nailed. But when did you see Triple G get hurt?
Oh, I've never seen Triple G get hurt. I agree with that. He got a great chin.
He got a great chin because he can stand up to the punches. And now there's a difference in having a great chin and having a lot of heart. You can have heart but have a weak chin.
You know who got a
Lubin
weak chin
has
that
a
we
lot of heart, but he has a weak chin. Lubin has a weak chin, but he got a lot of heart.
D-Free, can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a real honest, serious question? Do we inherit a lot from our parents? Do we inherit a lot from our parents?
What you say?
Do we inherit a lot from our parents?
Yeah, I would say we do. We got the same genes.
Okay, cool. So would you say that Brian Norman Jr. inherited that soft ass chin that his daddy got when he got knocked out?
Oh, you cold, man. You
That's
cold,
crazy.
bro.
Now let me ask you a question.
I don't know if he inherited that. I don't know if he inherited that because
You don't know he inherited that though, huh?
I've never seen Brian Norman get knocked out. I've seen Brian Norman.
Oh yeah, it's on YouTube. Look up his fights. He got knocked out. Yeah.
No, I said I never seen Brian Norman get knocked out.
You talking about Junior? You talking about Junior?
Junior.
Okay,
So I said,
okay.
You asked, did Brian Norman get the same weak chin that his father had? And I said, I don't know. I never seen him get knocked out, and I seen him take clean shots. Never
My
seen
bad.
him get knocked out.
I just didn't hear you, brother. I apologize, brother.
You know he fought Gene Pascal too, insane. You know that, right? That's a hell of a fighter, bro. Gene
Didn't he
Pascal
get knocked out?
Who? Senior?
Didn't Brian Norman Senior get knocked out?
Yeah, when he fought Gene Pascal, he got knocked out.
Okay, yeah, cool. Yeah. How many times he got knocked out? Because it was more than once.
I think it was 2 or 3.
I'm not talking about Senior. I'm talking about Junior.
And that's why I asked you the
knocked
question. Hold on, brother. That's why I asked you the question. Did he inherit that soft chin from his daddy?
This dude cold.
Because we inherit our parents' genes.
You inherit some, not
Actually,
all.
Brian Norman Sr. has been knocked out 6 times.
Oh,
he got knocked out 6 times, guys?
That's what it said.
Yeah.
Dominic Wade, Edwin
Junior
Rodriguez, Fernando Goro, Henry Buchanan, Demetrius Davis, Jean Pascal, Carlos, Juan Carlos Lamberte,
So let me
Joe Green, Reginald Taylor.
Hold on. Y'all not gonna dog my dude. I should throw you out here for that.
I'm just reading the stats.
Probably I should throw you out here for that.
All I'm saying is, I mean, like I said, you asked, do you inherit some of what your parents do? You inherit some of that from your parents?
Right.
Yes, you do. Some, not all. Some.
Okay.
Is the key word.
BVO, can I ask you a question, BVO?
I should kick you in your pants. You up here dogging my homeboy like that. Somebody got
hold
knocked
on,
out
BVO.
6 pounds. You go, man.
BVO, can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
Who you get that 6'5" height from?
You my mother.
Oh, so you inherited though, right? You inherited that from your mom and from mom's, huh?
Yeah.
What you inherit from pops?
Probably his right hand.
And what else? Any skeleton structure you think? Maybe maybe your facial structure or anything like that. You know,
I look exactly like him. I look exactly like him.
So that means you inherited his bone structure and all that too. if I'm not mistaken, Brian Norman Jr. looked like Brian Norman Sr., so that chin might not hold up like his daddy chin didn't hold up.
No.
Because you inherit soft chins.
Also, you do know when it comes to bringing in something new, you gain something as well. You gain something that your parents never had. Like I gained the speed my father and my mother never had. I had the speed that my father played football, but he was never as fast as I was. My mother was never as fast as I was. So you gain stuff that your parents didn't have. So if father didn't have a chin, that means Brian Norman doesn't necessarily have to have.
Hold on. Why is your dog and my dog talking about he ain't had no chin?
Hold on. No, D-Free, can I ask you this question? D-Free, can I ask you a question? I guess I can't ask D-Free a question. Okay.
No, you can. You ain't gotta ask me. Can you ask a question? Just ask a question. We're in school.
D-Free, my baby. Okay, look, my baby mother. We end up going our separate ways, right? So she ended up getting pregnant by this dude, right? And she had traces of sickle cell, and he had traces of sickle cell. Guess what the baby got?
No, like I said, you get some from your parents. You don't get all, because my wife is 5'3". Her first husband was 5'7". Their youngest son is 6'3".
I don't want to speak on that, brother. If it's okay with you,
you get some. You don't get all. You get some. You don't get all.
Yeah, but I just don't want to make it personal, bro. Can we talk about somebody else's people? Like I'm talking about somebody else.
I'm talking about.
You talking about my homeboy? Talking about he got knocked out 6 times.
I'm talking about my family. Like I said, his father is 5. His father is 5'7".
Ain't no shame in losing it.
But he's 6'3".
Jean Pascal.
BVO though, BVO. Do you want to know why I take this stance that I'm taking right now, BVO?
You against blacks?
I'm black. So
you look like a West Indian, but go ahead.
I take this stance for one because I'm looking at the resume, I'm doing the eye test, I'm watching what I'm watching. But my only personal problem with Norman Sr. is this. We was having a discussion and he couldn't use his words verbally. He couldn't verbally spar with me. So he asked me for a fade. I said, "Hey, bro, I'm in Alabama right now, bro. I can get to you if you really need that." But understand this. Hold on, gang. So I told him like this. I'm like gangsters, I get in the ring with you, homie. But when you get outside the ring, bro, you got to deal with me the way I want to deal with you, homie. Like gentlemen. Because I handle it your way. Now you handle it my way. And take whatever's coming to you. What? Go ahead, D-Free, my fault, homie. D-Free, go ahead, my bad, homie.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I can't believe you told a professional boxer you fighting in the ring.
Oh no! I'm a real nigga, BVO. If you call
I
me,
ain't gonna lie. Hey, BVO is 6'5", man, and I'm hitting a boxer in the back of the head with a crowbar. I'm about to fight
I'm not BVO. I'm not doing. If you need to get down, bro, I'm gonna squabble with you. But when you get out the ring, just understand what it is, bro. We're gonna handle it my way now. I gave you.
Before you get in the ring, just know you might get hit in the head with a baseball bat. Nobody's about to fight no boxer.
Yeah, I'm definitely not rumbling no boxer.
And I'm squabbling.
You was looking at the resume and you was looking at the eye test. Let me ask you, going into the fight, who you had winning going into the fight? Cambosis or Tio?
And that fight, man, bro, can you pick somebody else? Because honestly, I never liked Tio, bro. And I had Cambosis.
I asked you who you like. I said who you had winning.
I had Cambosis beat me because Cambosis had just beat the what's the boy, the black dude name? What's the boy name? That be training
Mickey Bay.
The Mickey Bay. Because he had just beat Mickey Bay. I was like, Tio can't deal with that, bro. That dude fought slick boxers, bro. So I know he gonna beat Tio. Now, did I have him dropping Tio? No, I didn't have him. I just had I had Cambosis outboxing.
No, I think it was more to the fact that Tio's lady was on Bang Bros and they were disrespecting him.
Wow.
Man. I think that's why. He lost,
no,
that's why he lost, man. That's why he lost,
don't
man.
Do that, bro.
Party, man.
Don't do that. Because you seen that man and you shook his hand, bro. Don't do that.
No. What I'm saying, this is what I'm saying. He got betrayed. I don't blame T on it. He got betrayed, dog. If your wife go crazy on you, he got betrayed. So I mean,
yeah, it's pretty bad.
No, but see, the thing was, Tio was playing a whole lot of mind games with Devin and everything, and he overlooked Cambosis because T.O. beat any other night. T.O. beats Cambosis easy. He
Easily.
overlooked Cambosis. He was playing mind games with Devin and ended up overlooking Cambosis. And it went down exactly how I called it. I said Cambosis was going to win by a split decision because prior to that, Cambosis had won his last, like, I think 3 fights by split decision. And I was like, Cambosis going to win this by split decision.
Yeah, he had won 3 straight by split decision. You're absolutely right. But this is what I'm saying.
Right.
Let me clean this up and say this is what I'm saying.
He said you can get a rematch. That man that asked him that, like he said, bro, you can get a rematch, bro. He didn't say that right in the middle of the ring.
Well, I'll say this and say this is what happened. I know this for a fact. What T.O. was trying to do was get the belt, was had a fight with Cambosis, and he was going to drop the belt so Devin couldn't get him.
That's a fact.
That's easy. Because really what happened is, and I don't agree with this, but Devin didn't wait his turn to become undisputed. It was T.O.'s turn. So you seen him pressing for whatever reason, and T.O. took that personal, and he wanted to do everything he could to kind of sabotage him, which I think is crazy.
And it still
He still did. You can't block what God do. You can't block what God do.
BVO, you're wrong, BVO. And I'm gonna tell you why you're wrong, BVO.
Because I said you can't stop what God is doing.
Lomachenko dropped that belt, bro, and it went to Devin Haney. So how did he stop T.O. from doing anything? To get undisputed, you got to go through Devin Haney. He didn't want to fight Devin Haney.
So you saying Devin? You saying? But Mauricio Suleiman said T.O. was undisputed.
No.
The owner of the belt. He said Devin had the prize belt.
Not the title.
That was months later. That was months later when he came out with the prize belt and all that. That was months later.
Yeah, the French fry belt.
So you're trying to say that T.O. wasn't undisputed? Him and Loma was undisputed.
He wasn't.
No, he was not.
When he fought Loma, it was not for undisputed.
That's a fact.
I don't know how y'all can say that when the lineage of the belt came from Lomachenko beating Luke Campbell.
The franchise belt is the actual championship belt, and he's trying to say T.O. is undisputed. But at the time when T.O. fought Loma, he was not fighting for undisputed.
Wait, did you just say?
Hey, Bernard, we're gonna end this right here. We're gonna end this right here. We got Coach Bernard. Coach Bernard, let me ask you this real quick.
At the time that he was fighting Loma.
Hold on. Let me get Brother Bernard. Brother Bernard, can you hear me?
That's crazy.
Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah, Coach. Was T.O. not undisputed when he fought Loma? Didn't they say that fight was for undisputed?
It wasn't.
I don't think that fight was for undisputed. I don't think it was. I think it was said it was for undisputed, but then something happened where I think that they one of the belts wasn't on the line or something. I don't think it was for undisputed, but by the time Devin fought Cambosis was considered undisputed.
That's only in the top ranked eyes. If you look up on Google and you look everywhere else, they were not undisputed champions because Devin Haney was the real WBC champion, the same as Lennox Lewis, the same title Lennox Lewis held, the same one Bud Crawford held, the same one Floyd Mayweather held. The French fry
title.
Miss
BVO getting a workout on.
It was a championship. It was like a trophy. It was not the real belt. That was Top Rank saying was saying that T.O. was that Cambosis was undisputed. Devin was the real champion.
The only thing that made me dislike T.O. a little bit, because I still respect his skills in the ring, but as a person, what made me dislike T.O. because as soon as he finished fighting Loma, he beat Loma. He said, "I'ma fight Devin next," because Loma was scared to do it. He said, "So I'm going to fight Devin, and we're going to fight for undisputed." That's what came out of T.O.'s mouth. He said, because Devin has the real WBC belt, I'm going to fight him for undisputed. That came out of his mouth at the post-press conference. And then after that was over and done with, and months later when Mauricio said, okay, we're going to say the franchise belt is the real championship belt, and Devin has the prize belt, that's when T.O. started switching up everything. Oh, I'm not going to fight Devin. I don't have to fight Devin. I'm undisputed and all that. That's when everything changed, and that's when I stopped liking T.O. Prior to that, T.O. was cool with me.
Well, until then, and then Mauricio Suleiman.
But they screwed T.O. then. They screwed T.O. then.
hold on, BVO. I know this your
Go
show,
ahead,
but
my
hold on.
bad.
BVO, one
No,
second.
go ahead. Go ahead.
Now before my good friend D Free, he didn't finish saying what he was supposed to say, and then Mauricio Suleiman said, "No, we take that back. Devin Haney is the real WBC champion," and that's actually on the interview that you can actually pull up with him in Fight Hype. You can pull that up. Trust me, we was listening to that for sure. So I'll throw that prize thing up out of here. The French fry title was a championship. It was like a trophy. It was never supposed to be transferable. Tio went and said, "Well, hey, can this be transferable?" Where did the title go after Devin beat? Where did that title go after Devin beat?
He
Ambrose?
requested.
Where did it go?
Didn't that nigga
Where
say
did the
that?
French fry title go?
Yeah, he requested that we no longer have it. Yeah, Devin threw it in the trash.
Because it wasn't real.
Yeah, the same way the WBC franchise 160-pound belt went away. It just went away.
Well,
Because it wasn't real. And
Well, let me
if
look
you
at
keep the WBC French fry belt, that means you disrespect the lineage of it. You disrespect the Floyd Mayweathers. You disrespect everybody that had that title. The Mike Tysons, the Lennox Lewises, the Vernon, just all the guys that had it, Shane Mosley and everybody else that had that belt.
so if y'all want to steal that from Tio, do y'all give Tio credit for being undisputed when he beat Josh Taylor?
No. He ain't had the belt. How would you credit?
Josh Taylor never lost in the ring.
It doesn't matter if you know. How many belts did Tio get after that fight?
One.
He got two. He got the
He
lineal
got
belt,
one. He
which
got
he
the
still has.
WBO in the ring. That's all he got.
We call the lineal belt. That's the real
BBO,
championship.
how many belts did Tio? How many belts did Tio collect after he beat Josh Taylor? How many belts did he collect?
Two.
Okay. How many belts do you need to be undisputed?
You need 5.
You need 4.
So how would you
I
say
count the ring.
he
I
was
count the Ring
undisputed for being
magazine.
Josh Taylor when he never had all 5 belts?
But he beat the man that beat everybody. Come on, Bernard, Brother Bernard, am I wrong?
Okay, if that's the case, he's a linear champion, but far as undisputed, no, he's not, because he didn't have the belts.
Who would you say, Brother Bernard? He beat the man who beat everybody, but now he's not undisputed. Okay.
No, in order to be considered undisputed, you have to beat the guy who has all 4 belts, or you have to beat the opponents that have each one of the belts. If you don't do that, you can beat. Now, that's not saying the best guy in the division is the undisputed champion. It's just saying if you beat the best guy in the division, but he doesn't have any belts, does that make you a champion because he was the first person that beat the guy who currently has all the belts? No. You have to beat the man who holding all the belts in order to be undisputed, period.
When Tyson Fury fought. Go ahead, my bad. Go ahead.
It's the 4 belts. It's the 4 belts that they universally agree on are the titles. Not this. Was he the stand-in champion, the real champion, the lineal champion? If you are considered the WBC welterweight champion, if you are the WBA welterweight champion, the IBF, the WBO, not I am the champion in recess, I'm not this, just if you are the champion, and if someone beats you, they become the champion. Those 4 belts make you undisputed. We just got so many different belts out there that it's making it confusing to a lot of people. But to take the confusion away, you have to be the man. The man is the one holding the crown, not the one that holds the queen's crown. And so that makes him the good second place. You have to hold the king's crown. If you hold all 4, you're undisputed.
Coach, let me ask you this, because you remember when Tyson Fury fought Deontay Wilder, Deontay had a WBC champion. They were saying that Tyson was the lineal champion, the real champion.
But
when he beat Wilder, he got the lineal championship back, and he got the WBC. So I'm trying to figure out. But what I'm saying is, if you beat the 2 best guys for lineal championship, doesn't that automatically make you the guy?
Hold on, can I break this down?
Hold on. I'm trying to get this from Brother Bernard. 1 second.
No.
Hold hold on. If Jaleel beat Fandor, if he beat Fandor and then he beat say Lubin got the not Lubin, say Janabek got the lineal championship up there, that would make him the man. If he beat 2 straight lineal champions, you gotta remember T.O. beat 2 lineal champions.
That won't make him undisputed though.
That won't even make you the man. That man, I think
beating the lineal champion.
If there is a undisputed champion out there is a undisputed champion. Then there is another champion who has the lineal title. If I beat the lineal champion, that doesn't make me the undisputed champion. The undisputed champion is the one who got all 4 regular titles. That doesn't make me undisputed. In order for me to be undisputed, I have to beat the person who is considered the regular champion. Throw everything else out the window. If we had to say one champion and the one champion is the regular champion, whoever holds all 4 of those regular titles is the champion. Promoters can make anything look the way they want it to because each promoter has a agenda. And if you want to do that, then you got a whole bunch of people who you can consider. It's the age-old trick. If you have a big enough name and you're the WBO champion, they consider you a world champion. If your name is not big enough and you're the WBO champion, you hold a belt that's not worth anything. I think that's been proven. Just using the science part of it, not the personal level of it. Usman Lima was not considered a champion, and this is not something that I'm saying. This is something that was told to us when we wanted to fight him. It does nothing for you, and it's not even considered a real title. But then Matchroom turned around, and when Boots knocks him out in fine fashion, they said now Boots is a 2-division world champion. So it's all in the way that a promoter wants to put it to the crowd, and it's the way that a crowd wants to receive it. If a company made up the Sonic the Hedgehog World Championship, and Sega Genesis got behind it and created their own division, and they made Bud Crawford their champion, and Bud Crawford said, "Now I'm the first 5-division champion." The first person that beat Bud Crawford, if he ever got beat, they would consider them the new 5-division champion. But if a guy was 108 pounds holding the same Sonic Hedgehog title, they would say that title has no value. So title, any title holds 0 value. It's the person who's wearing it that holds the value.
So my question would be is this. So basically what you're saying, if T.O. had waves in the beard, they would respect him as the undisputed champion. So because he's a Spanish dude, they don't respect him as champion.
Not what he's saying.
No. T.O. is respected in the eyes of the people who matter, because T.O. keeps getting deals that gives him more money than a lot of other fighters. So in the eyes of the people who buy fights, who pay for fights, T.O. is whatever they want him to be, and at the end of the day, that's all that matters. These fighters now are no longer caught up in belts. They're not caught up in belts. They're caught up in paychecks. You've had champions who throw belts in the trash because they said I had a bigger opportunity. Look at BVO and what's the guy he fought twice?
Better BF.
They didn't care about the belt because the check they was getting outweighed the belt.
That's a good point.
You go to Gervonta Davis. The WBA called him and made him a champion. He called him right back and said, "I don't want it." I can name example after example of fighters. No, I can name example after example of fighters showing you that the belt wasn't what they understood to be the prize, that they were the prize, and once their name eclipsed the belt, they didn't need Floyd Mayweather could right now say, I'm going to fight you for my diamond studded Versace belt, and you will have a line of people trying to fight him for his diamond studded Versace belt. And if he loses, there'll be somebody saying, hey man, I want to fight you for the Versace world title. That's just a fact. The only people who care about titles are fans, nobody else.
I give that to you and say I just think it's wrong in saying that the dude did all this work and y'all don't consider him a 2-time undisputed champion. And I could be biased because he's one of my favorite fighters, so I could be biased. But
brother, can I tell you this, BVO?
Go ahead.
That WBC title that T.O. brought out, that T.O. they gave T.O. Notice that T.O. wasn't even walking with it to the ring. That title was like the $1 million title in WWE. It didn't count. The $1 million belt.
Yeah, I remember.
It held the same value as the $1 million title.
That's crazy.
Hey, BVO, you ain't wrong. BVO, you want to give credit for what somebody did, even if the people who hold the credibility don't give it to them. Let me ask you this. As a shareholder in your home, with your wife, if you tell your daughter that y'all gonna give her $1,000 if she mows the grass, bags it up, and make sure that the shrubs and everything are done to perfection, and she cuts the grass, leaves it on the grass, doesn't rake up, and she comes and knocks on the door and says, I need my $1,000, are you gonna give her the 1,000?
No. But no, you're right.
Why are you not gonna give her the 1,000?
The job's not done.
So if he beats two of the guys, and in any way, shape, or form, one of those are still out there that he hasn't gotten, whether it's by hook or by crook, then are you going to call him undisputed?
I don't know. It's tough, man.
No, I don't know. You just said you wouldn't give your daughter the $1,000 because the job wasn't done. So how can you make somebody undisputed when the job is not done?
I'm telling y'all, man, when it comes to Spanish fighters, y'all like PBC, man. Y'all niggas gotta fight the baddest, blackest nigga y'all got.
That's crazy. That's just crazy.
Y'all like PBC, man. Just like my man El Rayo has a fight of his life, he gotta fight Gary Antoine. That's a slap in the face, man.
Yeah, he signed the contract.
No, dude, he didn't have no choice, bro. What are you talking about? He had no choice, man. These fighters don't got choices like you think.
You sound crazy.
BVO, I understand what audience you trying to appeal to, brother, but this brother.
Hold on. You talking crazy, man. Ain't no audience. This is what I believe. The thing is,
you can't count El Rayo in that situation. And the reason you can't, El Rayo, bro, no, they didn't. El Rayo no, they didn't. El Rayo punched above his level, and he out punched above his level. When he did that, the powers that be, come on, brother. How much money they gonna make off El Rayo as a champion? $18.91. $18.91. So they put him in there. They put him in there with somebody that said, "Hey, if you can beat this guy, you went up to being worth $100. But if you don't, we know that we can make money with Gary Antoine being a champion." Come on, man. You know that man was a plumber that figured out how to keep a dam from falling over, and they gave him more, and they gave him the credit as if he was a dam builder. Come on, man. El Rayo was a good fighter, but he was a good fighter. He wasn't nothing that if he don't win a belt, you wouldn't have been talking about no El Rayo in any way, shape, or form. He had a great night. And he had a great night against Pitbull Cruz. He had a great night against Pitbull Cruz and won a title. But when you look at Pitbull Cruz, But when you look at Pitbull Cruz, if he doesn't have the performance he had against Tank, would you know Pitbull Cruz?
Nope.
So one plumber got it from another plumber.
That That's a fact.
So to get
I'm
so
just telling the truth.
the reward of having a fight of your life is you gotta fight the biggest, blackest, slickest nigga they got. I
That
think
sounds
that's
crazy.
wrong. PBC
Hey,
is wrong
look
on
here.
how they do that.
Say that,
Look,
BVO,
look,
because we was cutting my grass last week.
Oh boy,
Hey,
man.
look here. El Rayo paved streets. What is the reward if you pave a beautiful street? Other people get to drive all over it.
But no,
That's
ice
wild.
cold. That's y'all. Hey, he from Southwest, so y'all. That's what y'all. That's your DC boys, man. Y'all real. You should his fight. He should have been able to get a homecoming fight or something, not to be the next fight versus the blackest nigga who been waiting for a fight, who been waiting for an opportunity.
He's not even
And
really
then he
that
had,
black, BVO. You know that,
and
right?
then he had the fight, and then Gary Antoine had the nerve to have a fight of his life and beat El Rayo dead.
Hey man,
That-
when the last
that's
time when
hard.
the last time you seen Chili's host a homecoming fight? Because hey, come on, we just gotta keep it real. El Rayo couldn't fill up Chili's. The only reason El Rayo got where he got to, if you wanted to be very honest, is because of the Garcias.
Yeah.
When he thought he had eclipsed them, or basically showed his hand before he got the fourth ace, then they showed him that they had the ace, deuce, 3, 4, 5 of diamonds. That 3 aces didn't help him. The man screwed the people who helped. If he wasn't with the Garcias, do you think that anybody would have gave El Rayo with his ability level an opportunity?
No.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this.
So, yeah, come on, man.
Yo, El Rayo cost himself a bag because Tank Davis wanted to fight El Rayo instead of fighting Lamont Roach. El Rayo said, "No, I'm not coming back down to 35 to fight you. I'm gonna fight Pitbull Cruz in a rematch." Pitbull Cruz
He
said,
couldn't make
"No, you're not."
35.
No, but Pitbull Cruz said, "No, you're not," and El Rayo ended up having to fight Antoine. So he cost himself a bag.
That's true. That's true, Dang Father. That is kind of how Rayo got known from really giving some great work in sparring. And he did have I guess a moment versus two-time undisputed champion Teofimo Lopez, but it happens. But I think I get what y'all saying. But if you look at PBC's history, every time a Spanish guy get a belt, they give him the hardest black nigga they got. It's just what they do.
Why
I think
you
it's
keep
wrong.
saying that? That's just not.
Because
that's
it's
not
the
true.
truth. It's the truth. When have you ever seen PBC push a Spanish fighter?
What?
Leo Santa Cruz.
Abner Mares.
Leo Santa Cruz.
We used to think that PBC. We used to think that PBC should put on more of the brothers, but they could always have this poppies on there.
Did you forget that Sebastian Fedora is fighting for PBC?
Oh, okay. Wait. I get what you said. I'm just saying they always sneak their black fighters in to whoop up their Spanish. Just like they fed Danny the Errol Spence, bro. Y'all knew Danny couldn't beat no Errol Spence, even if he got into 10 car accidents. He couldn't beat no Errol Spence. And what they do, they fed Danny to him. I'm telling you, that's what they do. They fed Danny to Sean Porter.
I think Danny got
nobody. Danny was a mandatory.
Yeah.
Well, I'm about to say it was a mandatory. It was a WBC mandatory.
He didn't get served up, and Danny was gonna make sure that they gave him what he was just due. He didn't get served up. Cut it out, BVO.
He was Danny because the champion, and Danny was going to take that shot of getting off and getting belts.
Yeah.
El Rayo was not going to be that great. Like I said, he was the product of. If I'm not mistaken, he was a product of being in the Benavidez camp and being in the Garcia camp. And if you take away the opening of the door that they did for him, then guess what? He wouldn't have got no door open. He's a good fighter who was in the right place to become a champion, but he's nothing special. You don't put special on him.
Yeah, he was just in the right place at the right time.
Hold on, Grandpa said Danny just wasn't ish. You go. Danny was a lineal champion, man, at 140. You can't say Danny wasn't this. Come on, dog. He ran.
DC Rocker
He did.
said BVO this. That's crazy.
I don't know where Shannon them get that. They keep saying that ain't nobody here to see you, Otis. I don't know where they get that from. But I'll say this. He said Rolly shouldn't have been champion. Pitbull shouldn't have been champion. Or rather, they played the hot potato with the title. Dang, father. That's how it goes sometimes in boxing. Some guys just get beat up. And I'm telling you, I don't think El Rayo will ever be champion again. I'm telling you that right now. Because he can't beat nobody at 140. They're all beating dead.
You act like you saying something like you Jimmy the Greek. We would all say that. Ray Charles told me that shit. Stevie Wonder backed him on that shit. What are you talking about?
You go. You go. But his first fight shouldn't have been against no doggone Gary Antoine, who was hungry for an opportunity. Coming off a loss versus Polo. I just think they did him wrong. But that's just me. I mean, I get it. Y'all like no Spanish fighters allowed. Y'all like the opposite of top rank. No Spanish fighters allowed, but I respect it.
Man, you crazy. You know, we love the Mexican fight. We love the Mexican fighters, so cut that out, man. So Mexicans not Spanish.
No, they Native American.
You know what? Goodbye.
It's time to end the show now.
It's a joke.
BVO be knowing what he's doing, bro. BVO be fronting, bro. BVO be knowing what's going on, man.
But let me you do realize what that is Garcia for just put out in the car accident and come up for 20 months later.
Hold on, you cutting out. I can barely hear you. You cutting out real bad.
Your mic messed up, Free.
Yeah, your mic is jacked up.
I'm walking in the building. Can you hear me?
Yeah, no, not really.
Wait till you get to your
wife. I was walking in the building.
Crazy.
I'll go ahead.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, now you better. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was saying, you do realize when Danny Garcia fought Earl, that Earl had just came out of the car accident, and Danny Garcia was fighting Earl off a 20-month layoff. So they was actually serving Earl up to Danny, not the other way around.
I'll just say this, man, because I see what y'all doing, and salute to Bernard, because Bernard is a very well-spoken guy, and you would mistake what he's saying in this case as he being genuine. I'm saying this: they did him wrong. That shouldn't have been a fight that El Rayo got. They should have gave him something other than the dog on Gary Antoine. And then Gary Antoine had the nerve to have his best performance on him. He styled on him. People don't even want to see El Rayo again because he got styled on. That wasn't even no fight. I mean, I look like a doggone kid. It looked like a fifth grader fighting a second grader, man. That's what that looked like when they fought.
And see,
that wasn't no fight.
BVO, that's what I'm telling you about when you step up in competition. See, you can beat on bums. When you fight somebody that can actually fight, you lose. And that's what I'm saying was going to happen in the Haney Norman fight, because this man can actually fight. And Brian Norman been fighting third graders. I'm telling you this.
That's crazy.
I wouldn't say he fought third graders, but I get what you're saying. I don't think he can win, but that's just because I think he's too offensive. That's my opinion.
Well, I think he can win. It's a 50-50
Let me ask you this,
fight.
but let me ask you this, Brother Bernard. Do you think Brian being so offensive will hurt him?
Nah, I don't think it's gonna hurt him. The reason I say, and I don't disagree with he's offensive minded, but in order for it to hurt him, Devin has to be able to hurt him. Not the word he's too offensive minded. The word don't hurt him. Devin got to hurt him. And I mean, Devin is a slick boxer. I don't take that from him. Devin can do a lot of special things in the ring. But hurting motherfuckers that's his size or bigger ain't one of them special things he can do.
Coach, can I say something real fast, Coach?
That's crazy.
I know how you can go on. Coach, the last 5 opponents besides Ryan Garcia, he sent to the hospital actually with broken ribs. So if that's not hurting you, I don't know what is. You never see nobody running up on Devin Haney or walking through his power. You ain't never seen that before. So please, if you need to borrow my glasses, I will mail them to you. Go back and look at those fights, and then look at them dudes after the fight. Go to the medical reports.
Were they smaller fighters? Were they
Jose
smaller
Ramirez,
fighters?
Jose Ramirez was bigger than him.
Were they aged fighters? But
Jose Ramirez.
Once again, if they if they were, you said 5. So the last 5 was he on average the bigger guy when it came to that physicality wise. He does not match physicality with Brian Norman. Go ahead, bro.
So Jose Ramirez was actually bigger than him. That's a fact. And Jose Ramirez is known as a brawler. That's just the fact he was bigger than him. He may have had height on other dudes, but they all weighed in at the same weight at 140 and at 140 and 135. So let's talk about Regis Prograis. Yes, Devin has a little bit of height on Regis Prograis, but Regis Prograis was the fighter that been at 140 the longest. So Regis Prograis was the naturally bigger fighter, and Devin was moving up. Am I wrong about that? Yes or no?
Regis was never that good, man. Stop that.
No. We're not gonna say that about Regis. We're not gonna say that. We're not gonna say that about Regis. And I'm not gonna tell you. And I'm not gonna tell you you're wrong. You're not gonna say you're wrong.
Okay, let's move on.
Let me ask one question before you get off that point, because that's a great point. BVO. If you see Jaleel, and from the people that you saw who saw Jaleel in boxing and know Jaleel, what was the question that they kept asking him? When are you going to be a middleweight? Was this not the question that they kept asking? So that was the question. Because we both weigh in the same night, the same size, that don't mean the same monster walking in the ring.
Okay, coach, but we did establish the fact that Regis Prograis was the established 140 fighter and Devin Haney was moving up. Yes or no? Yeah, is that correct, sir?
100%.
Okay, fine. Okay, now let's move on. We know Devin is taller than Lomachenko. They both pretty much been there at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Same with Kambosos. They pretty much been there at the same time. Did Devin Haney not send all those guys to the hospital with broken ribs and pretty much Kambosos with a broken face to the hospital? Can we agree on that? Yes or no?
Yeah, I said at the beginning, I don't disagree with your point. I don't disagree with
Devin Haney's punches. Have you seen any one of them dudes walk through Devin Haney's punches and say, you know what, I'm gonna walk through this right here and I'm gonna knock this dude out? Have you seen that?
He hasn't fought nobody bigger.
Hold on, BVO. Me and the coach
once again, I will
respect the conversation.
Once again, I will agree with you. I do not disagree with you. I'm saying what I'm saying, not based on anything other than on numerous occasions my son has shared the ring with Brian Norman.
Okay.
Numerous occasions. And on numerous occasions, I had to respect that man's heart. I had to respect his heart. And my son told me, hey, he got some crack with him. And my son don't say nobody got no crack if they ain't got it. He said he got some crack with him, regardless of the outcome of whatever. Now, let me say this.
Okay.
We tried for years to get sparring with Devin Haney. It got so bad that Bill Haney himself said Jalil's too big, number one. It was like we both the same size. Come on now. And then he went as far as to say, when we be sparring big guys, then be amateurs for real. And then went on to, when we didn't let it go, call Leonard Elby. Hey, Leonard, can you get the young boy off my son back? Okay, so those things to me compared to what Brian Norman did. Brian Norman sparred Tank. After he sparred Tank, Coach Kenny was like, Tank at 130. If you really think you can do something, go spar the young boy we got at home that work with him. They didn't give me no excuses. They came up.
Okay, now that you said that, and I respect young Jaleel and his work, and I wish him the best in his future. But Jaleel Hackett is not Devin Haney, nor near on the level of Devin Haney. To say if this man got crack or not, he had crack to that man. He might not have crack to another man. That's just.
I'm gonna tell you. Let me just say.
That you gotta cut out.
I say a fact.
No. Let me give you a fact. Let me give you a fact from an outsider, because you're not gonna hear it from his father. But when I say, and Miss BVO can attest to this, when I say Jaleel is feared, the nigga told a world champion, go sit your monkey ass down, watch your work. And he didn't do it nice. He didn't do it nice.
Over there.
So I mean, I hear what you're saying. I can only speak for what I've seen. Jaleel is walks around boxing like Debo, dog, in a real way.
Nothing to say bad about me.
No. I'm talking about So I would
Nothing at all.
respect what he's saying about. I would respect what he's saying about power because.
But he tells that to Africa, right?
And I don't. And I'm gonna say this. Hey, I'm gonna say this, BVO. That's the reason why I respect them dudes as fighters. So I don't never throw their names out there. So I wouldn't do that to them.
Well,
Jalil does that shit, and I ask him not to.
Yeah,
I ask him not to, even though niggas see it. But BVO.
Go ahead.
Coach, you cut out.
Yeah,
Coach, you cut out.
He'll come back. He sounds like he's driving.
Yeah.
Okay, BVO. He
I've
did
never
that.
seen that. I've never seen that before.
What up,
There you
Blue?
go. You back. You back.
Go ahead, Coach.
Now you gone again.
I'll just be quiet away, but see if the coach get back in. I'm just being
BVO,
honest though. I've never seen that before.
One father, one fighter ever say I was lying.
You got to start
And
over,
I've said it
Coach.
hundreds of times.
Coach, you got to start over. You cut out.
Oh, my bad.
Take it from the top.
I said it got it's my thing is I don't like to bring up fighters by name. When people was around and they see it, they can say, yeah, I seen it. BVO was there. I'm not even talking about the situation where he told another fighter, hey, get off T.O. Why he working, man? Let's be respectful. I'm talking about another fighter in the hallway was about to try some fake disrespectful stuff with my man BVO. And Jalil seen that shit and walked across the hallway. And when he bumped into him, he like, oh shit, my bad. I was about to do it for him anyway. I was about to do it for your man anyway. Bruh, when I tell you that I've said once, if not, I've said it 100 times. You've never heard one person call Jalil out. I'm talking about even of his young generation. You've never heard the level of disrespect that Jalil sends out to some of these fighters and what he's been doing to old boy and don't say nothing back. You've never seen this at any point in time, and you've never seen as many world champions say consistently, Shawty the goods. Like he the goods.
Sir, and
that's what I'm saying. Why I say what I say about Brian Norman, I say based on what he's done that I can personally attest to. I don't attest to something I haven't. And what I say about Bill and Devin is what I personally saw done, and it's been attested to. So if I see a person do something that's on some sucker shit, they chase down certain dudes, they say crazy stuff to some dudes, but then when somebody step up on them, they want to say, oh no, I ain't mean you. Then I got a problem with that. And that's what Bill actually did. If you go back to before Jalil turned pro, when Gary and Devin got into it, Jalil hit the phone line from the gym, said, hey Bill, I hear you talking about, my family, and he making DC look bad. Let me deal with Devin for him. Oh nah, champ. We like what you're doing, young champ, but we don't got no problem with you. Come on, man. When you a bear, you gotta be a bear all the time.
Let me say this insane. Because I know where you're going, and I'm just trying to tell you, this dude really walking around boxing, man. And like he that guy, man.
He's blocking niggas.
Okay, like, and I totally understand you, and I have nothing to say bad about young Jalil Hackett. I actually don't know who that is, so I can't speak on the young man or what he's behind the scenes. All I know is this: them dudes that come from the West Coast, from Cali, if it was a contract sign, I'm pretty sure my man wouldn't have a problem with getting in the ring with him at all.
Bruh, hey, bruh, and if you really in the boxing know out Cali, listen to me. If you really in the boxing know in Cali, if you really in the know, even with the Mexicans, because they fuck with y'all out there, they'll tell you, nigga, the paperwork has been sent to guys asking them for this fight. We asked for the Devin fight when we were still with Mayweather Promotions. That shit went from hell no to we not even gonna spar. If you really in the know in boxing in the LA scene, you ask them. I tell you that, and I bet you $1 to a donut. They're gonna be like, stop fucking with y'all. Stop fucking with y'all. They're gonna tell you stop fucking with y'all.
Do a couple sprinkles on it, I might take that.
Hey, Coach V, one of the brothers in the
you
chat.
will get the donut of your kind.
Okay.
Hey, Coach V. One of the brothers in the chat, Dank Father, said, "What's basically Jalil's next move?"
We gonna fight again before the end of this year. We know we're gonna fight. We don't have the liberty to let all the details out right now, but when they're out, you'll be like, damn. Yeah, like I said, it's more shit that happened behind the scenes that keep me from arguing a lot of times because the behind the scenes is going on.
What up, Doug?
But trust and believe it's a lot that go on behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And that's with all fights. That's why I don't argue about certain fights, because every fighter, for the 90%, somebody else tells them who they're gonna fight, when they're gonna fight, and how they're gonna make their money. They don't control. If they controlled it like that. And once again, I fuck with Bill. Bill gave me some knowledge on some shit that helped me move in a lot of different ways. I fuck with him. I fuck with Devin. We want to fight him at some point. I don't care if he loses to Brian Norman. He's a valid fighter who makes money, so we want to fight him still. It don't matter. But behind the scenes, very few people are privileged to be able to see. And I was blessed for people to put me behind the scenes. And so a lot of times I don't say nothing because 90% of the stuff that the podcasters say hold no value. They just making some guesses, and sometimes they make a great guess, but it's not what's really happening.
I can understand that. Like I said, I'm not in the know. Like I said, I'm all sports. I don't just dedicate myself to boxing. I'm all the way around. I'm really a basketball guy. I just like I said, I much love, much respect for you and your son, and y'all come up, man. I love to see my people doing what they do.
I'll say, I hope you.
Hold on, and say I don't think Bernard and them is West Indian, bro.
Brother, my mom is from Compton.
That's crazy. I will say this though. I hope Jalil fight I hope he fights somewhere on the East Coast. I do hope for that. But if you don't, it's cool. Cause I want to go.
I hope we fight where the checks are big.
Yeah, that's why I said I ain't mad if you don't. I'm gonna watch then.
I'm gonna play a ad real quick, and then we gonna bring in my man Skillet, aka Varnell Hill. So give me 1 second.
Before you do that, we gonna come this brother's sick.
You a wild boy, man. This is
a sick Negro.
On behalf of BVO Sports TV, we would like to thank our sponsor, Raycon, makers of the Raycon Everyday Earbuds, the perfect model for premium sound with active noise cancellation to block out distractions and transparency mode to keep you aware of your surroundings. They are the ideal for your everyday needs. Just visit rayconglobal.com. That's rayconglobal.com and elevate your listening experience.
We about to zip you up and get you out of here. K-Shine DNA style.
Go ahead, Skillet. What's going on, Dub? How you feeling, man?
That's what happened to the Cowboy.
Man, shout out to my brother Sombrero in the building, man. The great Sombrero. We still waiting for him to dance around the Sombrero after Canelo went out there and got whooped by Bud. But shout out to my brother, man. Shout out to Coach in the building. Shout out to Prize. Shout out to my brother Insane. I don't know who we got at the top.
That's D-Free.
That's D-Free.
Shout out to my brother Free, man. Hey. The master debater, man. Shout out to my brother.
Check your phone.
The Puerto Rican Prince. Go ahead.
Hey, man. I ain't got nothing for y'all, man. I just pulled up. I heard y'all talking some boxing talk. I just got done talking some boxing talk. Let's do it. I'm waiting. I'm gonna play my position and sit back and listen for a second.
BVO, check your phone real quick.
I got you, man. We live on the show, man. But let me ask you this real quick. But me and Bernard just got done talking about fights, and I want to know your honest opinion on this, Dub. Do you think when El Rayo went in there and gave us a performance like he did, and getting Gary Antoine, was that a betrayal from PBC in your person, in your opinion?
What you mean a betrayal?
After a great fight like he had against Esau Cruz, for him to have to go against a guy like Gary Antoine who was hungry for a championship, was that fair to El Rayo in your opinion?
Fair is a place that you judge pigs.
That's crazy.
If you look, El Rayo should want that opportunity. He should want that type of fight. Any fighter should want to be, and I know it ain't true, but this is just my opinion. And coach will tell me all the time, hell, you a fan, you don't know shit about the inside workings of this shit, so respectfully. But no, I mean, it ain't no betrayal. It's a fight that it helps build your legacy, helps build your name. If you can go out there and do what you did against Isak, which he wasn't able to do, but if you were able to do that against Antoine, then it only make you that much bigger of a fighter. And so you tell me what fighter don't want an opportunity to become that much bigger. That's what you should want as a fighter. I don't understand when you say a betrayal or fair and all these other words that you're using. I don't understand any of it because, once again, boxing ain't a fair game. There ain't no such. You go to the fair to ride the Ferris wheel. that's what
to the fairgrounds.
I mean, boxing is boxing. You know what I'm saying? We call it the hurt game for a reason. And so when if you want to be a champion, if you want to be that guy, then you're gonna have to face those type of individuals. And if you don't get it done, then I mean, it is what it is.
You're done.
No, you're not. I don't think El Rayo is done.
He ain't done. He ain't gonna be no champ no time soon.
But he's
ever again.
He's still a good fighter. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like just because he went out, okay, he lost the fight, but at the same time, he fought through that. You know what I'm saying? Like he struggled in that fight, and I think the majority of individuals, you see, ain't nobody trying to unify with Antoine. You see, it seemed like now Keyshawn Davis gonna get a chance to fight Africa before Antoine did. You see that Shakur, he moving up. He gonna get a chance to fight Tio before Antoine did. Antoine said he wanted to. Put what's his name? Matias. Give me Matias. Matias going to fight some guy that. I don't know. Turkey put him in the ring. I didn't know who that guy was. Respectfully,
yeah, that's the purse bid. That's the purse bid. That wasn't his choice.
All right, that's fine. All I'm saying is these guys ain't going out there looking for smoke with Antoine. They not looking for it like that. So for him to get in the ring and make that fight happen, we have to give that brother credit. Just because he lost the fight, that don't mean like I hate this whole culture of you lose the fight now. Oh, you done for. You can't never be a champion again.
I said I don't think that he will.
I'm just saying in the era
BVO said never.
In the era we grew up in, individuals got those opportunities.
Looking at them 40-pound champions, I don't think he can beat none of them.
Okay. Just because you don't think he can beat him, that don't mean he think that. And as a man, get him that man deserved other opportunities. When even though, and I say this respectfully, when he went up there and looked like trash against Sandor Martin, thought Sandor Martin won that fight. Does that mean Sandor Martin, because he lost it, he didn't deserve other opportunities? No, it doesn't. So I don't understand a lot of how y'all kind of categorize this stuff and say, oh no, this man can't never be champion.
I said never. I didn't say never. I said I don't think that he will.
No, I'm not calling you. I'm not saying you specific. I'm just saying in general.
I got you. What would you say, Brother Bernard? Do you honestly think, like, is it wrong of me to think some guys are just only going to win one championship? Because one thing I learned, even the great Floyd Mayweather Sr. was never a champion. So it's like people don't understand it's hard to win belts in boxing.
I don't think you're wrong. I just don't think with the guys around that he would have to fight to become a champion. I just don't think he has the ability to beat any of them.
Yeah, me either.
That's not that he won't get an opportunity. He will get probably 2 or 3 more opportunities to fight for titles. I just don't think he has the ability to beat any of those guys.
Hey, coach, what they tell you? It take what, 8 pounds of pressure to knock somebody out, don't it?
Hey, you 100% right. You 100% right. But this is what I ask you. Tell me which fight that the betting public, Las Vegas, is gonna make him the favorite in.
None.
Because Vegas is 99% correct when they set them odds because they haven't gone out of business yet.
Hey, I'm trying to be that 1% if I'm him. I'm trying to be that 1%, and that's tough. It's tough.
Hey, and you the reason Vegas stay run. You the reason that Vegas stay operating.
Hey, look, I don't even bet on it. I don't even like.
No, not just the concept of it. My thing is if they make the odds on 75 college football games every week, and the next week they still in business, they know pretty much what they doing.
So let me ask this, Coach.
That's all I say.
When Antoine fought, what's my boy name? Francis Bartholomew, right? The odds of him getting knocked down in that fight, anything like that, getting hurt in the fight, he didn't get knocked down, he got hurt. But nobody thought that fight would be nearly as close as it was. We agree, correct?
Hey, Coach, but they don't make the odds on if it's going to be close. They make the odds on who's going to win and who's going to lose.
I agree.
Shit, the Kentucky Derby only got to be won by a nose. they ain't tell you that you get your money back because it was only won by a nose and it was a great race. You either had the best of right horse or not.
But the difference, me and you, we talking apples to oranges right now. Because what I'm talking about is this. Hold on. No, you talking apples. I'm talking oranges. What I'm saying is I agree with you as far as Vegas go. We agree there. But my thing is when El Rayo get in there, it's a good fight. It's always a good fight when you get in there. So, I mean, hey man, give that man an opportunity, man. As far as what BVO saying is, I don't know nothing about it not being fair. I don't even know what that means. So.
Nobody said he wouldn't get an opportunity. Nobody said that.
BVO
we just said
BVO just
no. We said that he won't win.
He won't win. We said he won't win.
Yeah, we didn't say he wouldn't get an opportunity. We said he won't win.
Yeah,
that's all. We didn't say. I said he'll get 3 or 4 more opportunities. I think he is going to become a great gatekeeper. He's going to get a bunch of opportunities. But
he might be able to beat some of them young boys that might come up, Coach.
He might get knocked out by Sam Notes, man. Or dude, Sam Notes.
Hold on.
Sam Notes is good.
Let me ask this question real quick. I've been hearing this, and I didn't know this was the thing, but everybody, because you brought up Sam Notes, they're telling me now. I'm hearing that, man, Abdullah Mason may go out there and get stopped by Sam Notes. This is what I'm hearing. I'm saying like,
don't do that.
Oh, that's possible.
Man, go
that's
look,
possible,
bro. Go
that's
look.
Possible.
Hold on. Go look on Twitter. Niggas they are picking Sam Notes to beat Abdullah Mason right now.
Twitter's the devil.
They told me they're gonna beat him dead. Sam Notes is beating people dead.
Hold on.
Man, Sam Notes.
Have you ever BVO? Have you ever watched actual Sam Notes fight? Have you ever watched one?
Yeah, he looks super. It looks super overmatched in my opinion. But what do I know?
He's fighting. Because he's fighting UK level opponents.
I'm just saying, every fight I ever seen him in, I knew he would win. It's super overmatched.
Exactly. The opponent is overmatched, and man, I just don't understand this. I ain't never seen. And once again, I don't went and watch this stuff. My bad. She said, "Hey, Angie baby said, Dove, stop yelling." My apologies. I'm just saying, I went and watched him, and when I'm watching him, he decent. But he don't look like nothing special to me. Like he looks like the average. I ain't gonna say average, above average UK fighter.
So you said he didn't look like Carl Froch.
Abdullah Mason for the stop. He probably gonna stop this man.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I kind of want to put like we gotta think of something friendly to put on that because I don't think Abdullah will stop him. I think that's gonna be a decision win. I don't see Abdullah engaging with that power.
I mean, this dude is 17-0 with 15 knockouts, whatever that was.
The dude is punching prize. He's punching prize.
He ain't fought nobody. He fought
just
UK level guys.
Who has Abdullah fought? And you trying to make me discredit my guy? Who has he fought?
Amazing.
What are you talking about? He didn't want the rallies and checkers and got guys out of there. I went to the Amazon yard and grabbed cats. Hey, you come get in the car. You know, you pull up in the truck and the message out and you check at Home Depot.
That's pretty
No,
much what Abdullah's done.
that's crazy.
They just got started.
You a
Y'all too
wild
harsh,
dude,
man.
man.
Y'all
You a
too
wild
harsh,
boy.
man.
Hold on. Sam Noakes, correct me if I'm wrong. I believe Sam Noakes is he in his 30s?
He said he feed them boys hamburger helper. Sam Noakes
They do
is
feed. Hey,
28.
they do feed them hamburger helper. They don't got no
Um,
taco money.
Dub, he's 28.
Okay, 28. I'm just saying. When I watch Sam Noakes, I've seen nothing special about him. You know what I'm saying? So I think,
And we know Piro. Now we not descendants because Piro's a black Mexican, but Piro said this. He said all of the two opponents, but two were overmatched with Abdullah. The dude with the shag, he put Abdullah. He almost stopped Abdullah.
no, he
That was
didn't.
just growing pains.
What do you mean? He was on the ground twice.
I'd rather for him to face adversity now at his young age and get up and know that he can come back and stop God. You see, he brutally stopped that guy.
Hold on. So getting knocked down is almost getting stopped.
That's just facing
He got
adversity.
knocked down twice.
Good,
So
get it out of the way.
Okay. So getting knocked down twice is almost stopped.
In the same round, Dub, that's kind of dangerous, brother. Why? Well, I'll take it. He didn't almost get stopped. He got a beating put on him.
He got caught with a flash knockdown. It
He
happens to the best
stopped
of them.
Coach,
the dude
is there a
out.
such thing? Coach, is
Brutally,
there a such thing
by
as
the
a?
way, Dub.
Is there a such thing as a flash knockdown when somebody got you in your pocket twice in the same round?
Yeah.
How?
Talk to this bull, Coach.
Because he wasn't to the point where he was concussed and couldn't defend himself, and he wasn't to the point where he got up and went into a run or a shell. Shorty got to fire him back
Right away. As soon as he got up, he walked right back into the fire.
I'm gonna tell you this. In my opinion, I thought it was his best performance because
We got to stop these narratives that we putting out here.
he dealt with adversity.
Hey, real quick, Coach, I apologize to you. Got background, but we got.
You said I got it. You said hold on,
BBO.
You can't say because I'm black, I'm spitting a narrative. You can't do that.
I didn't say nothing about your race being black. I didn't say nothing about that. I didn't even say you.
Oh, okay,
I said we have to stop putting narratives out here that are nonsense. We have to stop with these nonsense narratives that because a fighter get knocked down, hence the reason everybody want to protect everybody go out there and no. When you go into a fight, I just asked about the 8 pounds of pressure it takes, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so anybody can be knocked down in a fight, but just because you get knocked down, that doesn't mean you're about to get stopped.
He just got a flash knockdown.
Let me
It's
ask you
good
this,
that the kid that he went through it now. He went through it now. Shout out DP. He went through his adversity at an early stage. He showed you that he can face it, and I think that's just gonna make him great. You know, Roy went down when he was younger.
But he may have
when
more.
Roy went down, he went to bed.
But
what you think, Abdul? You better go back and watch that fight.
But Abdullah may have more. Abdullah may have more adversity in his career. That's what we want to see from fighters.
He's gonna be ready for it.
But that's what we want to see from fighters. We want to see fighters go through adversity. We want to see them.
They should bring the 3 knockdown rule back. For people that say that stuff you saying, bring the 3 knockdown rule back. Because Abdullah hopped up too quick, boom, went right back down, and almost got hit a third time. I mean, I don't know. We gotta just watch, and we gotta watch boxing with our glasses on or with our TV wiped off. We can't just be guessing, man. We just can't be guessing, man. Abdullah Mason is good.
You're the one guessing.
I'm telling you, what we see with Abdullah Mason hasn't really got a chance to fight any top guys yet.
Who's the best fighter Sam Noakes fought?
Nobody. The best fighter they fight is gonna be each other. And what I'm saying is,
I don't know none of these.
You don't know none of the guys. You don't know none of the guys that.
Maybe the Lewis. I do know Lewis Sylvester guy.
I don't work at Amazon. I don't work at Amazon, Dub. How could I know those guys?
It's a UK boy, Dub.
Why you don't have the same smoke for Sam Noakes that you got for Abdullah Mason?
I love Abdullah Mason. What are you talking about? I'm just being objective. I feel like Floyd said, put me out the gym. You trying to put me out the gym? What are you doing?
Hey, I would have been throwing your ass out the gym.
what do you say? Put me out the gym, punk. Put me out the gym.
Hey, but no, let me ask you a silly question, man. What would you do if you was Floyd Senior when Floyd said, "Put me out the gym, punk"? What would you do?
That's crazy.
Man, BVO, you crazy.
But no, you can't tell me that wasn't funny, man. That was classic.
He said that to his son. He didn't say it to a random or anything like that. He said that to his son. He know his son wasn't going to do but so much to him. That's his dad. That's his dad.
The part I love is when Floyd said, "Ain't nobody gonna do nothing to
me." Because once again, that's a father and a son doing what they do. That's all I say about that.
And you gotta understand, in that situation, everybody in that gym is that's senior family as well. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in that gym is senior family as well. So hey, there ain't nobody getting put out the gym like that. But
that's crazy.
Hey, it is a good. It's nice to watch. That shit funny as hell.
Mm-hmm.
It was fun. I'll put it like this. I think Floyd Senior, in my opinion, man, I think Floyd Senior really was a good coach. I don't know why people don't give him more credit for what he did. I mean, Oscar wouldn't be considered the greatest living fighter right now if it wasn't for Floyd Senior. And you heard Oscar, since George Foreman passed, he's the greatest living fighter. He said, Floyd Senior was the best coach ever. I don't know, man. I think Devin would have been even better if he would have had Floyd Senior for his whole career. I guarantee you that. I don't think many people would beat Devin if he had Floyd Senior as his coach. I don't. But that's just me, man. That's just me. But let me ask you guys this. So we talking about Sam Notes and we talking about this. What do you guys think about Caballero taking another soft touch and not pushing to get this fight with Wortley? What do you guys think about that?
Who he fighting?
Hold on. This UK dude. I'll put it on the community post. I gotta look it up. He fighting this nobody, but he said he's not gonna push for the Wortley fight. Wortley talking about he want $8 or $9 million for the fight, which is crazy. I don't know where these guys getting this money from, man.
These boys crazy.
Did you hear the news, Brother Bernard, that Zerto turned down $10 million to fight Ja Obata? And his highest payday is 4.5?
Hey, you got to explain that to me. That's a lot of money. Like I said, I asked him to explain because I don't know what else going on. He might have 7 or 8 people in his pocket that he got to pay that helped him get to where he is. To where that extra $2 million might not be with another 100,000.
Yeah, that's a good point. I don't know. Do you guys think Ja Obata could beat Caballero? What do you think, Doug?
No. I don't think, and I'm just being honest, I like Ja. I don't know how he performs in the heavyweight division. You know what I'm saying? He looks good at not even light, at
cruiserweight.
Cruiser. But I don't, man, the man got it, and I think he's tough. I think he's very tough. You got your jaw broke by an individual in Breeders. I don't know how you look at heavyweight. I don't know how he drains himself or to make the weight, those type of things. I really don't know. And so until I see him fight there, I really can't speak on him being a heavyweight. But if you hell no. I got Caballero over everybody. Only challenge I think.
Your mic out of order, Doug.
My mic out. Can you hear me now?
This is a little out of order.
One small step for man, one giant step for mankind.
Yeah, it's on like Dub jumped in the pool. But I'll say this: the thing with Ja Obata is that he's a tweener, and I think that kind of sucks in boxing to be a tweener because he might not be big enough to be heavyweight. I don't think so. I wish David Benavidez would fight him, but we know that probably never happened. But that's what I think Ja Obata should focus on, is trying to get that David Benavidez fight. Because other than that, there's really no other fights for him. Because I'm shocked, man. I'm shocked that a monster like Zerto said he don't want to get $10 million. That's crazy.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing.
You
Now
good?
you clear. You clear. Well, my
Nah,
man B3 say your audio coming through clean.
man.
Wow.
The reason it happened like that is because, and I say this respectfully, but Zerto is he's a manufactured individual. Oscar, they did a great job with him. You know what I'm saying? He ended up with 50 fights almost, being undisputed. But when he finally had to face competition, when he went up there and fought BVO, what happened?
He got smoked.
He got hands put on him. So, hey man, I think
it looked like the Cardinals whipping Dallas ass. That's what it looked like, you know.
Hey man, he ain't lying. Hey, he ain't lying. He ain't lying. Hey, but at the end of the day, my thing is I don't think Zerto. I think Zerto is a B level boxer. You know what I'm saying?
B level?
Yeah, B. I give him a B level.
He a B level fighter. He close to A.
He's a C plus at best. Well, I don't know. He's a B, I guess.
Hold on. Didn't he beat Danny Jacobs, dog?
I'm about to go to bed.
Oh, Danny Jacobs ain't nobody? Okay. I like how y'all move, man. Nah, Danny Jacobs ain't nobody. Okay.
Danny Jacobs, he was over the hill.
Says who?
Shane Mosley Jr.
You was just big as Shane Mosley Jr. I'm talking about he could be the next middleweight champion.
Come on.
I love that about you, man. You switch up, dog. You switch up. And I'm your brother, man. You switch up, man.
You know Tank ain't. He said you want to see you put him in the camel cup.
Shout out to my man Big Dog Willie, man.
Really
he said
crazy.
I want to see
when did Zerto fight Danny Jacobs?
Let me look it up real quick. So I can make sure I'm saying it right.
I don't believe that fight ever happened. Maybe I missed that.
I thought they fought. I could be wrong.
I also understand how you say he manufactured. That's crazy, man.
Because he was like 59-0, and he can fight for a world title.
You gotta earn that. You gotta earn that, man. Y'all act like these dudes didn't win that in the ring, man. I love
50 fights don't earn you a title shot. It's crazy.
When did he beat? Hold on. When did he beat? I don't think he fought.
They ain't fight.
Oh, they didn't fight. Okay, who was that? Let me look it up. My bad. I can have it wrong.
Maybe Jesse Hart. Were you thinking Jesse Hart?
I might have been. Hold on, I can't find this dude's name. Hold on one second. What is his name? What's Serto's real name? Damn. Forget it. We're
not gonna hold you to it. We're not.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look it up.
Gilberto.
I'm just saying, like, he all right. Zerto, he decent.
Yeah, he beat Jesse Hart in a majority decision, by the way.
I think
so. How good? So how good is Jaime Mugia then? Let me ask you.
Yeah, they did. He UD'd him the first time. He fought an old Arthur Abraham. Like, get him out of here. He ain't.
You guys think about Ryan Garcia getting this shot against my man, I always mess his name up, man. The Azteca. I can't think of. I just messed his name.
Mario Barrios.
Mario Barrios. Yeah, I don't know why I always mess his name up. You guys think about that fight? I think Mario Barrios will probably stop him. What do you guys think?
Mario Barrios getting knocked out in the 6th round.
You think so?
Absolutely.
Based off of Ryan Garcia's last performance, I don't know.
Mario Barrios, did y'all see the fight against Abel Ramos?
I just saw his last fight against
He got beat up. He got beat up.
Did y'all
man
see
got
him
2 draws in a row.
Did you see him against Abel Ramos?
Yeah, he looked bad. He looked bad.
He was doing all right, and then he just, I don't know, but
somehow he started getting whooped.
Somehow they found a way to make it a draw. Then he turned around and fought another one with Pacquiao.
I don't know. I think the Pacquiao fight looked kind of set up to me because he was showing Pacquiao way too much respect. You could tell by the way Dub was calling. Dub was confused. Like, why was he throwing? Like, I don't know.
BVO, if you and Pacquiao get in the alley fight, you gonna show the same level of fucking respect to Pacquiao.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. I was just about that. So, do you think Mario Barrios was pulling punches in that fight?
No.
Okay.
I don't either.
Think so, Coach?
I don't either, Coach. I just don't think he's that good.
Salute to my brother 88 Sports coming through. Appreciate you, my brother.
I just don't
I
think
think Mario Barrios is really good. I just think that once again, some people are better. I think Barrios is really good. I like him as a complete fighter, but some people are better. And Manny Pacquiao, I think Manny Pacquiao fought a great fight with the ability of doing what he can do, and Barrios has limitations, but he does the most with less.
Let me ask you guys a crazy question. Who do you think had a better career, Floyd or Pacquiao? I say Pacquiao because hold on. I say Pacquiao because I feel like what he did, beating Adrian Broner and beating the undefeated Keith Thurman at a very advanced age, I thought that was special. What do you guys say? Who do you think had a better career, overall career? Can't throw the records out.
We ain't never seen Floyd sleep the way Manny Pacquiao would sleep against what's my boy name? Marquez. So we ain't never seen that from Floyd. We ain't never seen the man on doing. We ain't never seen it. I'm just telling you. So
well, we seen him lose to what's his name? What was it? Castillo. We seen Castillo beat him the first fight, and they robbed Castillo.
Hey, bro, stop lying, brother. Now, come on. Now,
they robbed Castillo. Hold on, they robbed Castillo. They didn't rob Castillo. Then why did they rematch him then? Why did Floyd rematch him?
Because dude was acting like he wanted the rematch, so Floyd gave it to him because Floyd clearly beat him, bro. Come on now, BVO. I ain't been saying
he did
nothing,
not. Bro. He clearly beat him the second fight. I wouldn't say he clearly beat him the first fight.
He clearly beat him, bro. This man want to give black people losses so bad, bro. I don't understand.
That's crazy.
Hey, say it again, Insane. Say that one more time.
Ever since I known BVO, he been hating, bro. Like he always hate on black fighters.
This is a sick Negro.
Hold on.
I know why BVO do it. I understand it and I respect it, but it's like I kind of don't. But it's like I got love for BVO, so I ain't gonna say that's my little bro. So I ain't gonna
get out of here, dude. You. This is the thing you gotta. This is the thing you gotta remember. This is the thing I'm telling you, and you only saying this because I'm black. I know if we all agree, we don't walk lock and step. That means that somehow I'm a coon or some disparaging term. But I like come forward style fighting. And the great Jim Lampley told me as a little kid, if you're not the aggressor, you don't win the fight. So that's kind of how I looked at it. And that's kind of how I started to enjoy the sport like I do. Because if y'all want to see dudes run for a whole week, prime example, we seen a fight where, and Brother Bernard was sitting right by me, we seen a fight where a guy was much bigger than his opponent, dominated him, but didn't press the gas at all. He just outboxed him and left it at that. You want guys that's going to go in there and smash somebody. Not nobody who's going to just outbox you for 12 rounds. That's no fun to see.
For you, it's not.
In your eyes, because you don't know what you're looking at. Hold
on. I didn't spend money on plane tickets. I didn't spend money on taking Miss BVO out. I want to see somebody bleed or get hurt. I don't want to see nobody in there.
Go watch the UFC. Go watch the UFC if that's what you want to see. You in the wrong sport. Go watch the UFC.
Go watch bare knuckle.
Floyd was hurt and he still beat Castillo on his arm. Let me see. He said, "Insane. Tell it like it is. You a goofball."
Nah, for real, that's what he is. And Floyd was not hurt in that fight. I don't know who said that, bro, but you don't know nothing about nobody. Floyd was hurt that fight.
Hold on. That's a channel. He said, you like Rock'em Sock'em. No, I don't like Rock'em Sock'em.
Yeah,
the world likes Rock'em Sock'em. I like the Mexican style.
No, we don't. We don't. No, we don't.
I don't mind it, but you know, I also don't mind Sweet Pete boxing or Floyd boxing, Andre Ward. Some of the brothers I don't mind that.
Sweet Pete put Oscar on his pockets.
I'm just saying the style that he got, like, you know what I mean? Like Tony or whatever. You know, I like them slick fighters that can counterpunch. I don't mind 12-round fights.
BVO, what's the scoring criteria in boxing?
I'm gonna tell you what my favorite fight of all time.
No. Answer the question.
No. I'm gonna give you an example why.
No. Answer the question.
No.
You can do that. Answer the question first. What is the scoring criteria? What is the scoring criteria of boxing? Answer that first.
It's who shows effective aggression.
That's not scoring. That's not how you judge a fight. That's not scoring criteria.
That's your opinion. That's your
No,
opinion.
that is not how you, let me tell
That's
you something.
your opinion.
That is not how you judge a professional fight. You are wrong. Try again.
Well, effective, aggressive, that's part of it, But I also look at
and controlling the ring and being a ring
generalship. Yeah, I was about to say.
No, y'all,
clean, effective punching.
No, clean, effective punches. The clean, effective punches, right? Ring generalship, defense, and then effective aggression. Correct me if I'm wrong. Brother,
clean
brother
punching.
B, correct me if I'm wrong. If those are not the 4 scoring criteria.
Not the 4 scoring criteria, but I think that you just can't be so bland as to say the 4 scoring criteria with boxing. I think if you're that bland, we would never appreciate the beauty of Willie Pep winning a round because he had ring generalship. He didn't throw a punch and didn't get hit, and he won the round.
Let me do an intro on that one. Has anybody seen this so-called tape on Willie Pep? And they said I heard a lot of things about that. So if you can show me some footage of that, then I'm gonna believe it. Has anybody seen that Will Chamberlain scored 100 points? Can you show me some footage on that? Then I'm gonna believe it. I do not believe what these don't call them that because you're on somebody else's channel. I know they're trying to uplift their fighter, but ain't no way I believe that. That's a myth. Just like saying Candyman 5 times in the mirror or Bloody Mary, whichever one you want to take. It's up to you. Don't bother me.
I believe that he did it.
But no, let me ask you this. Because you appreciate the real sport of boxing, the Mexican style of boxing, and you come and your coach was probably one of the best fighters, one of the best coaches ever teaching people how to be a complete fighter. But let me ask you this: when you see a guy that comes forward, sells tickets, he makes a lot of money. He has a beautiful suit on.
This is not true.
Beautiful woman on his arm.
This is not true.
This is what happens. Hold on. This is what happens when you fight. When you fight an exciting style, you can be like an Oscar and fight like the blacks. But people like the fact that Juan Melchior Marquez fought Mexican style. They like the fact.
I don't think he
fought
did.
Mexican style. They
Marquez
like
was a counterpuncher.
The fighters in the history of the sport of boxing were black. That's a fact. And the majority of the time, they went out there using that slick black style that is, man, I ain't even going to get into this with you tonight, bro.
Because you don't want to have a conversation. If you're scared to have a conversation, I'm not getting into none of this.
I'm gonna say this. Other than, and I say other than really lightly because I don't even believe it, but I don't like to argue, especially late at night. Other than Floyd Mayweather, give me the top 5 money grossing fighters of all time, and tell me what
Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson. You talking to me?
No, he just saying in general anybody.
Oh, okay. Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson. Who else? Who else did it? Did I say Jake Paul? Jake Paul gained a lot of money. You said top 5, right?
Manny Pacquiao.
Hold on. Manny Pacquiao was on that fight, but whatchamacallit, so we can't say that. So we're gonna say first Mike Tyson. Why do my mic sound?
Hold on, that's the coach. He unmuted. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. So you got Mike Tyson. I'm gonna say Jake Paul because Jake Paul's making tremendous money with Mike Tyson. But I'm not mentioning those 2 fights as being one. Who else made a lot of money? Oscar De La Hoya made a whole bunch of money. He made a whole bunch of money. That's 3. Who else can I put out there that made money? Tyson Fury and Usyk made buku chips. Buku. And one more. Can somebody give me help on the last one, please? I gave you 4 already.
The top fighters is Canelo, Manny Pacquiao, Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, and Alexander Usyk.
No,
these are guys.
I don't believe that at all.
That's the money list.
And when you, I'm gonna use those guys since that's the money list. There, we're not gonna argue about the list. But the one thing that all of those guys had in common, they put people on their back. You can go with this narrative of the slickest fighter all you want to do, but the top fighters in the history of the game were known for putting people on their back, not for being slick, flashy feet. Jack Johnson put people on their back. Sugar Ray Robinson put people on their back. The bronze bomber Joe Louis put people on their back. Mike Tyson put people on their back. Floyd Mayweather. If you flip Floyd Mayweather's career around and put the last 25 fights first and the first 25 fights last, he wouldn't be the Floyd Mayweather. The Floyd Mayweather that was attracting the fans was putting people on their back. At the end of the day, if they wanted to see these beautiful feet, they will watch Savion Glover. They want to see people get hurt. And if you look at today's fighters, you can have your opinion of whatever. You get, for the sake of the argument, Devin Haney, Shakur, Richardson Hitchens, all three of them are better boxers than Gervonta Davis. For the sake of the argument, they're better and more complete boxers. But the reason they don't garner the money he does, because he puts people on their back.
I like the difference. Just because he was co-signed by Floyd Money Mayweather, and he's known as a Mayweather guy who got the eyes and attention on him, so he had the right type of promoter at the top. So we gonna speak
I disagree in the sense of this. Floyd Mayweather did not only promote Gervonta Davis. If you go back and listen to Richardson Hitchens said, I wasn't the knockout artist that drew money in. So Mayweather Promotions kind of put me on the back burner. Once again, they're looking for people who can fill up seats. Nobody in boxing they say they come to see a 12-round fight, but that's because they're forced to see 12 rounds at the maximum. They come to see that shit end fast. And if you look at the way Tank was able to put asses in seats, he could be a Floyd Mayweather protege all you want. But at the end of the day, he the one that had to knock people out. My son been on several Tank cards. And one thing that happens when he walked to the ring, it's like a rock star coming to the ring. When Devin walked to the ring, Richardson Hitchens walked to the ring, Shakur walked to the ring, the air doesn't leave the building. People are not sitting on the edge of their seats waiting for that monster shot. They sitting back, they go in the concession stand because they know they're going to see 12 rounds. When it comes to making money in the sport of boxing, it has always been that guy who can end a fight with one shot.
What's going on, Boss Scholar? How you
I like
feeling,
to
man?
beg to differ on that one because there was a guy that actually used to knock people unconscious, knock their brains through their ears, and his name was Deontay Wilder. So I like to hear an excuse on that one. I'll wait.
Why he didn't sell?
No, I'll give you that. You can give the concept of the big knockout, but it's also what I tell my son. BVO has heard me tell him this. If you go look at any videos, I said, son, it ain't just knocking people out. Do it with style. Deontay just threw a wrecking ball at the building, and it went down. It wasn't no style in it. And that's not me. That's not me ever downing him. Deontay Wilder is my guy. But at the end of the day, it wasn't any beautiful style, except for maybe 2 or 3 times where he put a guy down with beauty.
Excuse me, sir.
That's just
Yo, I just wanted to say this, man. I only got a couple minutes. I'm on the clock. Going to 60 seconds for to be this episode. I just wanted to say, Shout out to Devin Haney. You fit to see BVO, the Black Messiah, turn on you as soon as you get stretched. That man is not loyal. Shout out to everybody on the panel. You know, and shout out to my homie Dub. Dub, I was in there trolling. Ain't no hard feelings, bro. I know you can't control. I know you do your political thing, bro. You still my homie.
No,
But
you good, bro. Keep doing your thing, man. I ain't got no problem with that. Between y'all, that ain't got shit to do with me.
I was just letting you know where I stood on it. You know, some people be, people that take shit the wrong way, but man, responsible.
Man, it's a family show, man. We ain't in the hood with you, man. Don't be.
I forgot. We over here passing out turkey. Shout out to BVO for selling enough drugs to pass out turkeys. So shout out to BVO. But now I wanted to say this because y'all was talking about Willie Pep and to the homie on the panel. I get what you're saying, man. Some of this stuff do become legendary, right? Like you see Michael Jordan, coolest dude ever walked the planet of the earth in basketball, but they still add some extra. He don't even need it. They talk about his aura. They see his glow. Like, man, come on, bro. This is a human being, man. This dude not glowing, but people add a little extras on it. So with the Willie Pep stuff, I mean, there's some credible guys who talked about him winning a round, and it's not video footage of it. I've looked for this round that they talk about, but I'll just take their word for it because it's credible guys. You know what I mean? And it could be a little bit of that Laura stuff that I was talking about with MJ. But there is a person out there named Roy Jones Jr. who fought Vinny Paz and didn't let Vinny Paz let him punch the entire round and won that fight, and that's on film. You ain't gotta do the legend for that one. So that's what I wanted to say with that one. I wanted to say this, shout out to BVO. He the first person I heard say pickle pulling. You know what I mean? Now we starting to see pickle cropping, right? Because I hear a whole bunch of whining and moaning about this Tank fight that didn't happen, but it's from the people who said they wasn't gonna watch it. I'm like, bro, what do you want as boxing fans? You complain about the fight the entire time that it's announced. Now that it's canceled, you complain about it being canceled. Like you can't please boxing fans. They cry about everything.
That's just the nature of the game, man.
Yeah.
And
people get up there and start.
Go ahead, Coach. Say it again.
Good thing, good brother. They undercover Tank fans for real. They bought their prom dress and they was waiting to see if they get the prom. And then they realized nobody's going to the prom with them. They all mad because everybody turned their prom tickets back in.
Okay. Now we passed that one. Let me go and get back to this. Let me delve back into this one right here. So now you have to be flashy with the knockouts. You just can't have a knockout. But yet earlier on in the debate, in the conversation, you said they need somebody to get stretched out. So you got to stretch them out now with style, or you just can't stretch them out. Like
no. Once again, I didn't change the goalposts. Once again, if you look at the way that the great ones put people down, they had a certain flair to it. Roy had a certain flair when he hurt you. Felix Trinidad had a certain flair when he hurt you. Sugar Ray Leonard had a certain flair when he hurt you. Go back and look at old Sugar Ray Robinson, old Joe Louis tapes. They had a certain flair when they hurt you. That's just something. It doesn't change. Even Chavez had a certain flair when he hurt you. It's people come to watch boxing to be entertained by violence. You could see there's certain levels of violence that you be like, man, that shit was a knockout. It was violence, but then there's certain levels of violence where you rewind that shit and watch it over and over again because every time you see it, it amazes you. Like I said, if you see Michael Jordan jump from the free throw line or inside the free throw line, whatever you want to call it, Michael Jordan jumped sideways and leaned. A lot of people have done it, but he the only one sucked the air out the building when he did it because he brought a certain flair and style when he did it.
Well, Michael Jordan did it.
When Michael Jordan did damn near everything, jump from the free throw line, kick his feet. Every time Michael Jordan got on a break, if he got a steal at half court, everybody took a deep breath because they knew they were about to see something. That's a fact. And there's a lot of people that dunked after him, but not every time they put their hands on it at the half court line with nobody back to defend, did they suck the air out the building.
Coach, can I ask you a question? Hold on, man, just real quick, you're saying before you go. Hey, Coach, let me ask you this, man. What is up with these dudes? So I was telling some people at work the same thing. What's up with y'all dudes? What's up with y'all dudes saying somebody Nino Brown because they want to feed the block, man? This is something I like to do that me and Miss BBO do every year. This has nothing to do with no Nino Brown stuff, man. Y'all dudes is nuts, man. If people too good for it, check you out, brother B.
Man, I'm glad you do. I'm glad you give it back, man. It's very hard to see a psychopath give back.
Oh.
If people ain't common sense, they better make sure the expiration on them turkeys ain't fucked up. They better make sure that BVO ain't pimped them. You know, like I said, it's very rare that I see psychopaths give back anything. So I'm glad to see it. I'm glad to see it. You know, I'm glad to see that you know, even Jeffrey Dahmer had a heart. And if he didn't have one, he ate somebody else's.
You go, man. Now, I will tell you why Coach is saying that, because I told him, you know, as a youngster, Insane know about this. They would put good kids on stuff like Ritalin, on these psycho drugs. And my man, Brother B, said, if you're on a psycho drug, that means you were a psycho. But shout out to Miss Weinberger, that dirty bird that had me on Ritalin and all them other psycho meds, man. I just was a young kid who wanted to play outside, man. They was wrong for that.
They wasn't wrong. They had to save society, man. You was one of them overgrown sized kids that if they didn't put you on the right supply of medication, they didn't know what you would do. So they had to do that, man. Shout out to the people for saving other people's kids, man.
Yo, man. Oh, now I'm a doggone bear. You gotta tranquilize me.
Hey, you the one that said you wasn't no psychopath. A psychopath never sees that they're a psychopath. Other people have to tell you that you're a psychopath. Because you don't see yourself for what it is.
What Judge Mathis say? Hold on. Judge Mathis said it best. He said, I'll put y'all on medicine because I don't want y'all to say stuff like I don't like the way it make me feel. Because it do make you feel cloudy, man. It make you feel cloudy, man.
Hey, BVO is really nothing to even play about, and you know what I'm saying? Because it's actually a serious situation. You know what I'm saying? The way they was doing us like that when we was kids, bro. And like BVO said, all you gotta do is let a person go outside and run that extra energy off. Because we young, our testosterone is going. So you know what I'm saying? I don't play around with stuff like that, bro. And actually, we do need to file a massive lawsuit against them people for giving us that. You know what I'm saying? But I remember it got me so bad. I was sitting in BVO. You know, you've been there. You've been to Sylmore before, Sylmore Juvenile Hall. I was there before they built X, W, Y, and Z. Right? I was there when they first was building on that. Right? So I go to W, bro, and they're pumping me through these meds, bro. And I promise I didn't eat for days, bro. And I was urinating on myself, bro. I couldn't move. I couldn't get up to where the police had to come in and not physically do nothing to me, but wake me up because he felt sorry for me and let me shower and let me eat because I was so drugged up. So that ain't nothing to play with.
Well, I'm gonna tell you. Let me say this before you go, brother Mark. The reason why we laughing at it is because it's the same reason why I would hope you would laugh at it, because we overcame it. And I'll be honest with you, I got a lot of friends. My guy Duke, man, just came home from prison. Me and him both was getting in trouble. He been in and out, and I'm 35, he 37. And I think the thing is, I can laugh about it now because I'm gonna be honest with you. It wasn't them insane. It was me. It was me. And when you take that ownership, and I'm not saying this for everybody, it don't work like this for everybody, but when you realize that, hey, no one told you to commit this crime, or no one told you to act like this. As my grandma say all the time, you play stupid games, you get stupid prizes. And guess what? BVO as a kid played a lot of stupid games. So guess what? I got the prize of getting beat half to death by the youth authority. I got the second prize of getting beat half to death at home when I would go home. And I had to go back to that same neighborhood. So it's just one of them things where I'm laughing, and that's what we got to do, man. We got to laugh at the trauma we have, because guess what, man? If you in there fighting like a, I'm gonna be honest. Let's just keep it like this. Would I want my kids around young BVO? Absolutely not. I was starched though. I remember one time I was somewhere. My grandma took me somewhere nice. I'm over there. I'm around a bunch of boys, and I'm roasting all these dudes, talking crazy to them, talking about what I do to them, because I'm from Cleveland and they from Toledo. You know what my grandma said? I thought you over there making friends. You over there being a bully. Get your tail over here. You gotta kind of realize that we was messed up as kids too, man, and that's okay. We made it out. We was messed up, man. I know I was. We was messed up, bro.
And that's 100 that you said. You know, that is 100. You know what I'm saying? But it's just we sometimes we do need to laugh at the pain, bro. But I still acknowledge it for what it is and what it is.
Yeah, it was rough, man. Them cops, man, especially in Indian River right here in Ohio, Dan Street, them cops, man, it's like that. Whatever would happen to them at their house, you gonna pay for it. I remember this guy.
Right.
Hey, brother, I told this cop something. Man, that brother beat me till he got tired. He was huffing and puffing when he got done beating me with that.
Yeah. See, I didn't.
Hey, I will say this: every one of the dudes I grew up with, I grew up with a neighborhood and a city of unsavories, and a lot of them, that medication was the community savior, because when they didn't have it, they were the worst. They were the worst. They committed atrocities.
That's
when they, so I grew up with these dudes, and my thing was, if I call you a person that I consider a friend, I was young back then. Hey, that's my man. But I know I better have that Roscoe on me when I'm around you. Then you a psychopath. I don't care what that. I don't care how you feel about it. I don't care how the society look. If I had syringes with medication, and every time I was around you, I'd stick you.
Wait, huh? Oh man, Mr. Hackett is crazy. Okay,
he's right though. He's right, because I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna even keep it real. Well, usually I don't use talk like this. You know, BVO try to have a family show, but you gotta know and saying, guys like me and you were a problem. We was interrupting the classrooms. We was starting fight. I remember this dude said something small. I threw him on the desk, beat him up. Thought I was so tight. And guess what they said? Guess where you going? I said, where I'm going? Dan Street. So it was like, it's one of the things when you think it's one of the things you gotta just remember. Ain't nobody tell you to act like that. I still think about it to this day. How much time I miss hanging out with my grandma because I wanted to be tough. I wanted to be a thug. I wanted to show cats I wasn't soft. I didn't show nobody nothing, because I'm gonna be honest, most of the people that I was doing that to, I don't even know now. You know what I'm saying? Just think about that. You trying to be the 50-year-old dude that beat up a grown man for what? What are you proving? I'm just saying we gotta be honest with somebody. Some of the guys like us needed medicine. And I'm gonna be honest to this day. I'm trying to get some ideas on what I'm gonna take, because sometimes I get overstimulated now. It just is what it is, man. There's nothing wrong with needing help on stuff, man. The problem is when you do like dudes we seen and saying who unalive people and take lives and take women and do all this stuff and go to jail for life. People like me and you who got medicine, we got saved. I thank God for the medicine, because it saved us from some stuff. You know, me and you thought we was hearing voices and all that stuff. Let's just be real. I'm not gonna sit here and play like I wasn't.
I was just, for me, I can just say what's going on with me. I was just really heavy in the streets, and I was really heavy into the scripting. I mean, in the banging. So it was like that was my life. I mean, I needed to live.
Everybody was insane, dude. Your name is insane. You're not slick, bro.
I'm from insane.
That's what I'm saying. You from the worst set they have. You talking about dudes go to the roller because they can't deal with y'all dudes. That name is for a reason. Only person I ever heard that was ever famous that was a part of where you from is Big Trade E, and he's insane. So I mean, you got to call it what it is. No, you got to call it what it is. And one thing I learned, I'm gonna say this, man. One thing we got to do as friends is we got to stop lying to each other. And one of the things I wish I would have had more people tell me, hey, BVO, you a psycho, man, change. Hey, BVO, you an issue, change. I didn't get that until I hit rock bottom. And now God didn't put me with a Dominican who want to tell me every time I do something how I need to change. So It happens, bro.
Who is the Dominican? Is it Dub?
But
No,
y'all
my
know what's
wife,
so crazy?
my wife.
Y'all know
Oh,
what's so
okay.
crazy though?
What's that?
It's a blessing to be able to even have these conversations today. We can laugh about it, right? Because we made it, and I ain't gonna lie to you, I wasn't never quite where y'all was at, respectfully. But you made it out of it. So we can have a conversation and laugh about it and those type of things. But just think about those individuals that don't ever make it out of it. The same one that Brother Bernard, like he said, hey, I gotta have a Roscoe on me around this individual right here. Man, you my partner. Hey, I gotta be ready for anything. I don't know what's for that. You know what I'm saying? It's a blessing to be able to make it out of this stuff, man.
That's a fact, man.
And the insanity is when not the people who we deem as insane are acting the way they act. The insanity is when we get in a position to be able to remove ourselves and our family, but we choose to stay there. That's the insanity.
That's a fact. You know, I'm
Doing
gonna
the
say
same
this right.
thing over and over and expecting different results.
That's the definition of
I'm
insanity.
gonna say this. I'm gonna say this, man. And I'm just getting to know you, and you're a good young brother. But I applaud you for leaving Long Beach.
I'm older
It's
than
easy to
you.
do. It's not easy to do that. It's not easy to do that. And the reason I say that is because you're leaving family, you're leaving familiarity, and Long Beach ain't that big. So you got all your family and everything you ever known pretty much a one-stop shop. So to leave and go somewhere like Alabama, that's huge, yo. When we was watching Don't Be a Menace, we wanted Kane to go to Kansas.
Yeah,
to
we
get
did
a fresh
want
start.
Yeah. He's going to Atlanta. He was going to Atlanta.
No, I'm talking before he was going to Atlanta. I'm talking about when he would go to Kansas with his homeboys.
Oh,
Remember, his
Stacy.
homeboys was going to they was going to Kansas. So dudes was trying to get out of that, man. There's some dudes I know that had to get. I knew some dudes that had to leave Cleveland because I'm gonna be honest with you. What Bernard is saying is true. It's some insane people, man. And let's be honest. When people like me, you get around other idiots, what do? We gonna show out, bro. Because I can tell from talking to you, you're not gonna be dominated. I'm not gonna be dominated. So what we gonna do? We gonna keep being worse, and worse. The cool thing is when they put you on that medicine, you foggy, so you're not really thinking straight, and it do cool you out. We just gotta call it what it is because you would never want your kids around the kids that me and you were. We wasn't no nice kids, bro. I would go to the basketball court to start fights. What? I ain't had nothing better to do. I'll come to the court, I'll come smack a dude in the face. Oh, you a punk. Just because.
I live my life like this every day of the week now. I don't want no smoke. And the reason I don't want no smoke is because don't nothing good come. Everybody say they want all the smoke, right? Don't nothing good come with smoke. I don't want no. The only thing that come with smoke is fire, and I don't want no fire. I don't want no smoke. And fuck all that. Respect. I apologize, Miguel, but no, I don't want none of it. And yeah, hey, that's shout out to Big Mom. The biggest thing she ever taught me is like you said, BVO, you play them crazy games. You're gonna get the prize that you want then. That's what you asked for.
Hey, brother, I gotta cut this one short. I gotta lay the kids down for school tomorrow, man. I appreciate
it. We about to get out of here, man. I appreciate you, man.
So, man, much love, right side, much love, BVO.
Hey, shout out to my brother Insane, man.
You shout out Insane. And you know what's so funny? Like, people don't even know this about, like, and I know this a little bit about it. Man, Insane is from one of those places where them dudes flip over vehicles, man. It's not a nice place. So I give him credit. I give him credit for even everything he's doing, man, because people don't understand, man. It's hard to change but the best thing you can ever do, and I learned this for myself. I had some issues now that I'm working through. You gotta admit you have a problem. And like Michael Jordan said on his thing that made me want to change, get some help. Shout out to MJ. MJ said it best in his little infomercial. Get some help, and I got some help, and I feel like I'm a better man because of it. And now we get to have these conversations. We get to go to fights. And I never thought God would bless me so much. You know, where, guess what, Doug? For the first time, well, I ain't going to say, for most of my life as an adult, man, I haven't had those money issues and none of that. Thank God for that.
Guess who God blessed though? But guess who God bless?
Who?
Those that put the work in. Those that's doing. It's always you know biblical scriptures better than I. Well, I ain't gonna say better, but just as well as I do.
We on the same way. We on the same level with it, yeah.
Yeah, but faith without works is dead.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, you can have all the faith you want, but if you ain't putting the work in, it ain't gonna reap. You're not gonna reap those benefits. God blesses those who put that work in. You feel me?
And one thing we know for sure, and two things for certain. I don't blame nobody for nothing that I've been through.
But
myself. Let me be honest with you, Doug. It was me. If somebody say, "Oh, somebody snitched on me," who told them you had it first? As my grandfather told me, you did. You told them you had it first. So who the snitch? You. And it just go all off. It just go all off. Understand it. And I think too many people don't understand this, man. That's the blessing of what's going on now. Like when y'all see BVO doing stuff on YouTube and being able to be married and stuff, it's a blessing. It's a blessing, man. I grew up with everybody talking about, "Oh no, that's my mom. No, that's my dad." No, I grew up in that nigga stuff, and I thank God I'm not experiencing it now.
In that ninja stuff, man. That ninja stuff.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I got something in the word. I gotta work on that. It's just, man. It's just great, man. It's great. And I'll tell anybody, man, you can do it. I did it. You can do it. Dub, people don't realize Dub is probably one of the best guys you can ever meet on some things. And guess what? People don't understand it. This is what make the DogHouse special. We can have these conversations because I can only be as big as you guys make me. So that's why I love everybody that support BVO Sports TV. Because I'm never under the assumption that I'm anything other than what you guys say I can be and what you guys help me to be. We're a team. Because like they said on that Drake song, hey, we in this thing. Whether we're in this together or not, that's a decision. But we in this thing. And I said, let's do it together, man. Let's win together, man. And that's all I got. My man Dub, you going live tonight?
Man, I gotta. Yeah, you're right, man. I was going. I almost said no, I wasn't. Hold on. I'm going live tonight, man. I gotta cover this 3-Hour Atlas stuff, man. This stuff is getting crazy right now.
Yeah, I heard some scary stuff about it, bro.
We'll be live at 12 tonight, man. 12 a.m. Eastern time. We'll be live. We'll be talking everything 3-Hour Atlas, all of that stuff, man. We definitely gonna do it. Shout out. Hey, I gotta say this. Real quick. Man, Angie Baby is the only person who can call me W Dub, man. And all that other, none of y'all niggas better ever call me W Dub in y'all life again. Or I'm gonna have to be on y'all motherfucking hell, man. Respectfully.
Why can't we call you W Dub?
No. That's for my sister Angie Baby, man. Nobody else, man. Nobody else. Respectfully. I told her I hit Angie Baby. I said, hey man, this shit getting out crazy. This getting outrageous right here, man. But nah, we live tonight, man. Everything 3-Hour Atlas. We'll be talking about it.
Salute to Angie Baby. Salute to Vacay Bay. I appreciate my man Ernest. I appreciate my man Dub Rice. I appreciate my man. Sorry, I want to get all the channel. My man Dank Father. Appreciate everybody, man, that's believing in what we're doing over here at BVO Sports TV. And like I said, we got a big giveaway. I hate that we didn't do this earlier in the show. What I'm asking my channel members is, would you guys want to have cash? Would you guys want to have gift cards? But we want to do something special for the channel, man, because you guys have blessed me tremendously. And it's only going up for here. We got, like I said, we got a big thing. We're going to be announcing tomorrow. We are officially part of the Prize Picks family. So shout out to Prize Picks. We got our code. It's actually live. I've used it. So it's going to be nice, man. Dub's going to be going live. Dank Father. Salute to my brother Dank Father as well. And let's keep winning together, y'all. Peace.
Peace.
Shout out to BVO Sports TV. Make sure you tune in right away.
What's up, guys? Chris Algieri here. Big shout out to BVO Sports TV.
Shout out to BVO Boxing. You understand? Check the boy out. Check the kid out. You understand?